Hey, hey. Yes, it's Friday night. Did I start with the earplugs in my ear? Headphones on, earplugs in my ear. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I sure did. What's going on, everybody? I got a new DJ tonight. My other phone. Yes, indeed. Had to fire the other day, man. He couldn't get right. Couldn't get right. We're going to see if this DJ can get it together. All right, y'all. It's Friday night, and y'all know what we're about to do. So, yeah. Let me get these ladies in here. What's up, Sasha?
Hey,
yo. What's going on?
Friday,
how y'all feeling tonight?
Feeling good.
How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling all right? China, you all right? Because China called me up early today sounding like Froggy. Hey, I don't know. Yeah, Mike, because you know,
Oh, God.
I was like, what did you drink today? How you feeling, Keisha? You all right? All right. Let's talk to these people. Yes, indeed. Hey, Sasha, you coming through? Sasha, you coming through tonight? Come on in here, hang out with us for a little bit. Country girl with grit. What's up, Melissa? Rachel Wooten. Willpower. Kimberly Ortiz in the building. Is that you, Dave? Save it for David. You better save it for David, because David is saving it. What's going on, Holly Mayersky? Kimberly Ortiz, Willpower. Andrea Davis. What's up, Melissa? What is that? Strips the Cat and Maya. Okay. Well, all right. Facts 100. I see you, Jennifer. Blind is off. There go Karen. You in Tennessee? Granddaughter's phone. Woo, so your phone won't charge. What? What's up, Edith? I see you trying to creep in the building. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? I'm not stressing in the building. There you go. Blind is off. What's up, Dawn? Kasaza. Yeah, Kasaza. That is the first time I've seen that name. Yes, indeed. I saw it before. No, I've seen her before. It's just that was the first time I was able to pronounce it correctly. Kasaza. What's up, Beth Mikey? Danita Joe is in the building. Josie Ferry, blinders off. What's up, Lizzie? Beth Mikey. What's up, Dave? Man, do y'all feel all right? Mo Retta, Mo Better. Rachel Wooten, Lady Virgo. Jen is in the building. I see you in there. Keisha's in the chat. Yes, it's Friday. What's up, Raylene? Okay. That was a smooth transition. I think we got a new DJ. We got a new DJ. Wow. I spoke to as soon as I pat the DJ on the back, here he go. He tripping. Oh my goodness, man. Goodness gracious. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to find me a good DJ, man. These DJs are terrible. What's up? What's up? Yo. Sasha. What's up, Sasha? Robin Hill. What's going on, Dawn? Carolina Breezy. Miraculous. Yeah, yes, that's a creative name. Miraculous up in here. Okay, just imagine that was your real name everywhere you go. Miraculous in here. Yeah, what? Okay, what? What's up, Stanley Rogers? Yes, indeed. Little Sosa. I see you, Jackie Walters, New England Beauty. The one came through. What's up, Jenny Brown, Patrice Bean, Kim G, Believe in Miracles, Josie Furry. Whoo! Well, come on up in here. Hang out with us for a little bit then, Sasha. Sasha, man, last week, Sasha was dropping some heat in this camp, and I was just like, whoa. Really? You know, because you got to reckon, you got to play, listen, you got to pay homage for people that didn't know. As y'all can see right here on the panel, we pay homage to those that know. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Young ladies, young gentlemen. What's up, Holly White? Keisha Spady. Speedy Riders in the building. Jackie Walters, Ashley B. What's up, Lizzie? Did I get all of y'all? What's up, Bella? Bella, become late. Lately, you've been late, Bella. What is going on with you? You know, we gotta write you up or something. What is going on? Class late, man. Portia, you're here is in the building. Said these titles are awesome every time. Y'all, listen, y'all want to know where I get my titles from? And I promise you, they literally are right before the show starts. It is a feeling, a vibe. Okay, yeah. It is a vibe that I'm like, man, what the narc doing to somebody today? That's what I was thinking of today. What ain't you glad you're not the victim today? Because somebody is getting it today. Yeah. Okay. So yes, indeed. That is how I make those careful selections. What's up, phenomenal mommies in the building? Whoa, Linda Rose. What's up, Katie? Look, y'all, before we get started, you know, y'all gonna hit that like. Okay. You're gonna stop playing with the like. Hit bing. Bop, bing. Oh man, you can't even see my book in the background no more. What am I doing? You know, not even promoting my book. You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping. I'm waiting. Somebody was on here last week talking about their book, and you ain't never hit my inbox or nothing or something. You said you was trying to get in here and get it in. We trying to see what you know. You know, listen, y'all. We love to hear something new. We love a new angle. That's who I was at one point in time. I was in a chat and I was like, yo, y'all just don't know. Y'all listen, there's more. There is more. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, okay, we're ready to get this thing started. But before we do, we're going to shout out a couple people that always show love, you know, because that's what it is. That's what they do. Man, y'all better save it for David. Hey, Dave. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, champ. Danita Joe. And y'all know Connie. Boom. Yes. Yes, indeed. I show love to people that show love. That's what it is. It's love up in here. So tonight, let's get this thing started.
And those contributions really help a lot of people get this content and be able to get healed. You know, so those contributions mean a whole lot.
Go ahead, say that.
A whole lot. It's a lot of people that don't know about narcissism, don't know what they're going through. And, you know, just because of generous people that's pouring into a right cause, they're getting help. They're at least getting that awareness to where they can look at that person next to them like,
come on,
need to get out of this.
Come on. And that is wow. So absolutely, because guys, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me shout out YouTube, even though they give me some shade here and there, but I still owe them homage because there was a time that I got to turn on YouTube and heard videos that spoke to my soul. Did you hear me? And people, good people. What's up, Adrian? When you hear something that speaks to your soul, Oh man, especially when you have been dragged and you feeling some type of way, man. The only solutions that I heard about before this was you just got to get over it. That was the solution. That was the solution. You just got to go stop thinking. Stop thinking about this fool. This done ran my whole life into a train. But let me back up a little bit. Cause yeah, I had to recognize, like, whoa, did she run your life into a train, or did you was you participating in that ride? Huh? Were you participating in that ride? Because yeah, bro, you didn't have to buy the ticket. You bought the ticket, and even after you bought the ticket, you didn't have to get on the train. You could have got off the train anytime you felt like getting off, champ. Anytime. You know what that's called right there? That's called empowerment. When you see that you had the option, when you see that option was mine the whole time, that at that moment right there, I just want you to get in the chat and tell me exactly how you felt. The moment you recognize, wow, because I could have just got off of that anytime I wanted to. I chose not to get off because I'm gonna fight for this pain, misery, abuse, neglect.
Yeah,
I'm fighting for that. Y'all hear me? Because everybody was there. Everybody was there. We guys, all of y'all who think you fighting for a relationship, no, you're not. Let me help you out. No, you're not. You're fighting to be mistreated. You're fighting to be used, to be abused, to be neglected, to be laughed at. You're fighting to be the laughing stock. That's what you're fighting to be able to walk in a room with somebody that everybody know ain't no good, including you. And you got the clown mask on because you decided, yeah, I noticed a clown right here. I'm in the circus. But maybe everybody don't know. You can't help but notice somebody chuckle when you walk. Like, huh? Who are they looking at? What you feel when you walk in a room with a narc and you feel uncomfortable? That's how you know right there.
Yeah.
That's how you know right there. Like, oh, somebody in here know my business.
Yeah.
Somebody in the room knows my business. And they know your business. Some of them know your business better than you.
Oh yeah.
That's the backbreaker, right? That's the one that crush you right there. When you find out, man, when y'all find out everybody knew your business, but they knew your business better than you knew it. They knew the days that the narc came home from somebody else.
Yeah.
It's some people in that circle that know the details.
They knew all of that.
It's people in that circle that know the details of how bad everything really was that you didn't even know, the things you did not even catch.
Yeah.
We talking about people that will sit, they just sitting there, they just being quiet. Well, it ain't my business, you know. It ain't my business.
Yeah.
But listen, they just looking at you and they shaking their head like, wow, there is no way you don't know this trash that you live with, that you dealing with. It's no way you don't know this. You got to be feeling it. That voice inside of you got to be telling you. And yes, that voice is telling you. And we sitting there just playing it off. We sitting back playing it off like, well, maybe that ain't what it is. Maybe that's not what it is. Yes, it is, people. I saw one of those mimes one day, and I'm telling y'all, man, it struck me like a lightning bolt. It said, when somebody likes you, when somebody really wants to be with you, you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That was the first part of it. The second part said, if you're confused, they don't. Listen, I caught that like the swine flu. I caught that and absorbed it. And I'm telling y'all that, guys, once it's just like seeing the dark. It's just like seeing the narc. Once you see the light, you cannot unsee it.
Yeah.
You cannot unsee it. This situation that we have dealt with, and man, look here. Let's get into the topic.
Yeah.
The narcissist
Yes.
is somewhere abusing the new supply today, tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight. The new person is sitting around trying to figure it out. The new person is wondering if the narc still calling you because they can feel the energy. The new person is saying, wow. So, the new person is going through exactly what you went through when you were sitting there saying, something just ain't right.
And it's already abuse starting out when a lot of these narcs, if they were married, they still be married while they dealing with the new supplier, grooming the new supplier. That's abuse because that's deception. So they just going to continue that abuse because they feel like they always think this person might know, like somewhere, like they got to know I'm married, or they just listen to my lies, believe in me. So they already think they're deluded just like them. So they're only going to start
There you go.
messing with them even more, like devaluing them even more, beating on them even. Well, they don't, that covert don't always have to be physical abusive, but they might be definitely financially abusive, definitely
Verbally.
emotionally,
Definitely verbally.
verbally, yep, and
Yes.
psychologically. So they gonna gaslight the heck out of them until that person just do not even remember who they are or what they are. That's how it goes.
See, but a lot of times these people already know we exist. I think it's really rare that a person don't know that we exist because, I mean, you really, really got to be delusional to believe that if a man is not in a relationship and you have never been to his home, you have to be very delusional to believe that that man is not with somebody or that woman is not with somebody.
Come on.
Because if you're always getting a room or they're coming to your place, I mean, are you not questioning that or do you just not care? See, and that's the thing. That's what's wrong with the world today. Everybody is so desperate and so lonely that they take whatever is given to them and they don't see the manipulation in it. And I also want to say, too, to the fact that the reason everybody else knows what's going on but you, because the narcissists can't keep it to themselves, they have to tell somebody what they're doing to you. And they be on the phone with their family and their friends. Oh, yeah, this B did this to me. Oh, she good. My wife don't do this. Man, I was just over there yesterday. This, that. They got to tell somebody. And you be the last to know. That's why everybody laughing at you because they know what's going on. You the last to know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, China, we ain't skipping past what you just said. Yes, they telling somebody.
Yeah.
Yes, they calling some. Listen, when they was on the way home to you,
Mm-hmm.
they was on the phone. Oh my, it was so bomb. It was so good. It was this. It was, oh my goodness. My foot got caught in between the thing. And they telling this story and they're selling this.
Yeah.
They're selling this dream to all of their associates. And then when they get home, the moment they walk through the door, the first thing that they're thinking is, you might know, or you might have had a tape recorder or something. See, they are so suspicious. Guys, they operate just like criminals that rob banks. Okay. They people that rob banks, they go back to that bank when they see the investigators, because they know if they see me and they don't chase me, they don't know that I did it. And see, when somebody rob a bank, guys, don't nobody have a conscience that's just that clear. Why do y'all think these people be so drugged out all the time? They be either heavy into drugs or they drunk. Something has to calm their mind. You just robbed a bank. You know the police looking for you. So in order for them to calm down, because they can't sleep, they waiting for the police to come bust the door in. They can't sleep. They gotta go back. They like, I gotta go back, and they gotta see me. They gotta see. If they see me, then they saw me. They don't know it's me. I can sleep tonight. I got all this money. I can sleep tonight. Narcs are the exact same, guys. They gotta know. And see, a lot of you don't get it. That's why I said, that's why they come home and start that argument with you. See, I don't know what you know. And you're not going to just volunteer that you know. So I gotta start a fight about nothing. How many of y'all been in there with the narc and you just start an argument about nothing? You're sitting there like, and you really thinking something really is wrong with this person. I'm in here chilling, minding my business. I'm doing me. And you just come in here with this craziness. Like, what is wrong with you? What's wrong with them is, look, I done dog juice on another level today. And if you saw what I was doing, you might get a gun out here tonight. They cannot sleep. They're saying, okay, I know I'm not going to be able to sleep. And that's another reason they can't sleep while they're next to you. They can't sleep at night. You think they sleeping. They're not asleep. That narc is not asleep because they know how cruddy they are. They know how dirty they are. They know how they hold secrets, and they think you're holding a secret. They sitting there like, you must be holding that secret tonight. You know, I know you know something. It's eating them up, and they can't listen. It's eating them up. They cannot achieve a peaceful moment. They land next to you, and they are in torment because of what they did to you, right? Yeah. But really, the thing that's tormenting them is, do you know? Are you about to make me the laughing stock here? Are you about to have that person come over here and wake me up in the middle of the night, and now both of y'all here, and now y'all about to jump me or something? They don't know what's about to happen. So they gotta start that fight. That fight is good. And guys, this is another reason why when they get into that argument and you see it's starting to turn into something, and you're like, man, look, ain't nobody, I'm not even doing that with you today. So you can go ahead and say whatever you want to say. And then that's when the gloves come off. Yeah. That's when they talking about your mom and them, your father that passed, your cousin that, you know, that ain't alive no more. They cutting in places where you hurt for real, because they need to know. They need to know, do you know what I did to you today? Because the moment I know, when you find out what I did, I know it's over.
Mm-hmm. But and they gotta get reactive for abuse. Like they wanna get that reaction. They gotta provoke and push them buttons, because they have to make you the bad guy. They have to justify their cheating. So they have to sit here, poke the buttons. If that's not enough, you'll wake up to the police outside. You won't even know what's going on. But they have to do all of that because they have to somehow get you to react in some way so they can make you the bad guy, like you deserved me cheating. So they gotta make it your fault. And they have to start some type of argument. See, that's why you don't you don't support me, or that's why you don't do, I don't even know, so many outlandish things that they do and say, you don't give me none, or you don't clean this, or you don't do that. Like the demands is ridiculous because they're all untrue. And so they just say something, whatever script comes to their brain, and they try to get you to defend that. Like, what are you talking about? Do this and that, just so they can go back and forth. And then the louder, if you get louder, oh my gosh, I'm feeling attacked or something or whatever. And then they can make it seem like you've been abusing them, like you're the abuser. And then they deserve to be with this other person so this other person can rescue them from your abuse.
Man.
You know what?
That's craziness.
Let me give you the flip side of that too. That the reason they are so paranoid is because they do so much to you that they can dish it, but they can't take it. So they don't know if you're out there doing it to them because you're not interacting with them. It's like, what secrets are you holding? Are you sleeping with somebody else? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? I've had countless men ask me, they said, you're too good to be true. Why are you single? They say, what's wrong with you? They think something's wrong with you nowadays because you choose to be single, and because they're so paranoid that they don't want to be with someone just as toxic as they are. So they're going to really, really vet you because they know the dirt that they do and that they can't trust you. And so that's why it's so much they do to research you. You just don't know how much they learn about you before they even really get involved with you. They do a lot of research on you to know who you are before they choose to interact. And I know they think that you're doing what they're doing because when this thing left, I went through his YouTube and this man watched multiple videos of catching your wife cheating. It's like, because he was doing it so much that he was so scared that it was being done to him. He even had dreams about it. They dream about it. Because that's what they are out there doing.
That's what that's what they built for.
Yeah.
That's what they know better than anything else. And another thing, this is something, and this is a little painful for me to say this. Good gosh. Dealing with someone that can only match your bad side, and they're not going to just match it. No, when you start arguing, they're going to show you that we're not even the same universe. We're not on the same planet together when it comes to disrespect. They're never going to outdo you when it comes to showing love and admiration. That they're never going to reciprocate what you're bringing when it's good. But anything that's bad, when you argue back, man, they are going to show you, and they will make promises. They will make promises that you may see somebody, or y'all might be talking about a situation that that somebody went through that y'all know in common. And the worst person in the worst relationship, man, that's the worst relationship of anybody that the two of you know. Everybody knows somebody that just got that crazy relationship. And the narc, every time, the narc is going to make the worst relationship look like, they're going to make that look like Adam and Eve compared to what you got to go home to every single day.
Yeah.
Compared to what you got to go home to every single day, man, these people, man, that was one of the things that hurt so bad, when you working so hard to try to at least show people the bright side of you, to try to show people that you're this genuinely good person that really is like, look, I just want to have this great relationship. And I want a relationship that I can live out loud. I don't want to have something that got to be hidden from everybody. No, I want to live out loud happiness. And you will not with that narc. Listen, any of y'all who still dealing with that, You will never. Okay. Understand that you will never be the ones that everybody wants to be like. You may have things that they like. You hear me? You might have things that look good, but that's all you will ever have is a front. You will never have the relationship that anybody that knows you wants. Did you hear me? Anybody, everybody that knows you, that knows the narc, you will never have the respect of the people around you while you're dealing with the narc, guys. It's not going to happen. Every person that knows both of you, they're looking at your relationship like, oh yeah, y'all got a nice place, y'all got a nice home, y'all financially, y'all work well together. It looks like the package looks nice, right? But the relationship, oh no, I would never. Nobody, listen, guys, I'm telling you that my personal situation was just that. Man, if we lived a very, very upscale lifestyle. We had horses, vacations, a house with a pool, 4 cars. Man, we was doing it. Nobody that knew us. Everybody admired us. We used to have these big parties at the house. Everybody admired that part of it. But in the back of their mind, they always said, but I'd love to have that, but with somebody else. Never would I want y'all relationship though.
Yeah.
No. Nobody admired the relationship. Nobody admired the relationship except for the people that did not know. Okay. Some people just aren't looking at your life that close.
Yeah.
You know, where they feel some type of way and, you know, like, oh, wow, y'all, what? If they knew the truth about your home and your situation, they would be in total disbelief, guys. They would be in utter disbelief. The only people, like I said, the only people that really are going to genuinely look at you guys with admiration are the people that have no clue as to what you really are going through in that situation. And when they find out, they're not going to look at relationships. The one good thing about a narc, I will say, the one good thing about a narc is the lesson. The lesson they teach everybody, because everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. And guys, I promise you, y'all might not see it, but the people around you, they see what you're about and they see what that narc is about. It doesn't matter. We get caught up in the why they, lying on me and they saying I did this and they said, I haven't met one person, not one. I have not seen one. I mean, I've actually seen some of my ex's friends. I have not seen one of them, and they asked me about the situation. Okay, because they all know, they know what it was. But what I'm saying to you is, she told her story. They didn't hear my story unless they watch my channel,
right?
Which I'm positive all of them have. And at the end of the day, guys, I'm telling you, I'm not running around chasing behind nobody, trying to tell my story to them.
Right.
I really don't care what they feel about that situation. But what I also know is that they all watched and they're still watching. They're watching and they're thinking, oh, okay, yeah, we see what happened. Some of them knew better than me. Some of them know things I don't know and will never know. We'll never know because I don't care to know, guys. That's what it is. When you develop that attitude again, when you develop the attitude that, man, I don't care what this person said about me. I don't, because they're not going to say anything that I'm not saying about me. Because I look at myself right now, I say, man, what in the hell was on your mind that made you stay in that? What was you thinking? It wasn't nothing positive.
No, you were fighting
for the marriage.
fantasy. Like you had a fantasy, like everybody kind of have like their fantasy when they growing up. I want this for my life. I want this. I want this. And
There you
that
go.
becomes like
There you
your
go.
fantasy. And then life,
Yes.
if you just working like every day, going through a routine,
Come
that
on.
gets boring. It's like, why am I just doing this all the time and stressful? And then the narcissists, they can smell that like all across the states, and they can come and they can sniff you out and be like, I got
Come
this
on.
wonderful excitement. I'm going to help you with the home. They'll sing to you, they'll dance, you'll go out, you'll do all of this wonderful stuff. And it kind of brings what you would feel is like life, like you've been in a routine, like a rut, and now all of a sudden it's like, wow. And they put you on this pedestal. They know what they're doing. They're lying about everything. They only know lies. Like every time they open their mouth, it's a lie. That's it.
That's right. That's right.
I just had
You
a
know
relative
what?
where every time she talked, it was a lie. Like it's a lie. They get supplied from everybody. I'd seen her walking around the house looking to see who is going to give her eye contact so she can come and talk about how bad she's getting beaten by this one and how bad the mom treat, like all of this stuff. So they wearing out their family. The new supply, it was old when they just got with them. So they got all kind of different stuff going on out there. But it's nothing but abuse, traumas, dramas, chaos.
There you go. There
Nothing
it
good.
is. You know what
Nothing
though?
good.
Isha, I wanna hit the reverse on something you just said when it came across my mind. When you were talking, it's wild because sometimes y'all we gotta kind of cut into each other because you will catch a thought
Yes.
right there, and you be like, man, before I forget this, let me say it. And you were saying something, and I was thinking, wow, that's how they mirror you. See, we think of a mirror like when you go to the bathroom in the morning and it's a mirror right there. So a narcissist, guys, a narcissist knows what you want. You know why? You know how easy it is to know what an empath wants? Happiness.
Yeah.
Anything that looks like happiness.
Family.
Listen, we ain't that complicated. We will sit here and overcomplicate it. Well, how did they mirror me if they didn't even know me? Easy. You look, you looking for a nice guy. You want a nice guy. Oh, I'm gonna pretend to be a nice guy. You want somebody who's loving, who's affectionate, who is sensitive, who wants to really get to know you, not just your body, but I want to really get to know you. So we are easy. We are easy people. We overcomplicate this mirroring thing. Okay. All you have to do is act. Listen, all a narcissist has to do when they meet you is talk like a normal person. That's it.
They talk like a bio. Like when they talk to you, they always like, I'm gonna love you like you've never been loved before.
There you go.
I like long walks on the beach. I love to travel. It's like they kind of memorize.
Look, I'm gonna hold your hand while we're on the beach too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do all of this for you, and we're gonna have this house. And I used to have this money, and I used to do this and do that. And if it's a female, I love.
What kind of dogs you like? Me too. Yes, me too.
She tried to sell it like, see, I want this kind of life. I just want to have somebody, and I can just cook for them and clean for them.
Well, ho. But the first part is I'm just so tired of these people out here playing games.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Bio. I'll cook, I'll clean, I'll do all of this stuff for you, and I'll sing to you. I'll run your bath water. You'll have bubbles every night when you come home. I'll give you a massage.
You gonna massage my feet, are you? Oh my God.
But you know what? The one thing that this experience teaches you, and I know that it taught me.
Hold on a second, China. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, y'all gonna have to forgive China tonight. She got froggy voice tonight. She got a little froggy. But we rolling with it. Go ahead.
Well, you know I had to be here, but no. See, you made me forget. See,
my bad.
Now I'm thinking of the little rascals. That's all I can say right now.
Hold up. You were saying,
what this experience?
Oh, the experience.
Yeah.
The one thing that it taught me is to not have insecurities. And because that's what they look for. All my insecurities that I had is no longer insecurities to me. And that's why I put my whole life out here to stop the embarrassment, to stop the shame, because you know we all have stuff that we were ashamed to tell that happened to us. And I put it out there on the forefront so that now I could get that out of my head. Well, people laughing at me, let them go ahead and get it over with. People saying you looked like this, people saying you were this, you were that. And now it doesn't bother me. So now I give them nothing to use against me because everything is out there, and I've came to grips with what used to be because I know what I am now, and I am so forever grateful for that experience. I wouldn't change it because it changed me. So I'm not going to want to change something that changed me for the better. And that's how you know you're healed, when you're comfortable being the villain in somebody's story.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa. Did y'all catch that lightning at the end right there? When you are no longer uncomfortable being the villain in their lie.
Yep.
Yes.
There it is. That means they can't do anything to you again. When you don't care that you're the villain in their story, because guess what they were in your story?
Yeah.
Do you think they care?
No.
Does anybody think the narc cares about what you think they are?
No.
Because they would, if they cared, they would not have done it. Yeah, they might apologize. Well, sideways apologize. They're not going to apologize. It's not going to be sincere. It's not going to be real. Guys, the narc ain't abuse you because they sorry. Well, they are sorry, but I mean that in a different way. They did not do and take you through all of this just to, oh, my fault. You know what? Yeah, I shouldn't have did that. No. When they took you through, when they were taking you through, because this was supposed to be it for you. It was supposed to be the final frontier. That's it. After this, you jumping off a bridge somewhere. That's really what they thought. Yeah. They really thought, I got you so wrapped up. Y'all remember that Tyler Perry movie? What was it called? Where the dude had that lady? Oh, come on now.
And then he ended up getting, like, he was trying to follow his dream, like with work. That one.
No,
he was an inventor.
No.
That was a different.
No. I'm talking about the young dude and the older woman.
Oh.
Fall from Grace.
Fall from Grace. A Fall from Grace. It was a setup from the jump.
Yeah.
Him and his mama. Him and his trifling mama. As much as I love Rashida, good gracious. She was trifling. She was show enough trifling in that one.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a setup. And guess what, y'all? Nobody in their right mind would ever believe that two people would get together and do something that trifling. Yeah. And they had a whole network. That's all they did. That's who they are, people. That woman sat in jail. She about to confess to everything like she wrong. Because she's sitting there saying, how in the world did this happen? She had not come to her senses yet. She had not come to a place yet where she felt comfortable dealing with that whole ordeal in a way where she's like, no, hold it. Yeah. This dude just ran a game on me. No, I ain't taking no charges for him. She ready to take the charges and everything. The lawyer girl, she had to get involved with it and say, hold up, man, you ain't do nothing. This dude they ran a game on you.
Yeah.
And guys, that's exactly what happened to you.
Yeah.
You just participated. You participated in your own demise. We wonder why it hurts so bad. We think it comes from these feelings that we think we have for this dirty narcissist. No, no, that's not what you feeling. I promise you. I know you think you in love when you was in love with that thing. I know. But you know how I know you was not in love? I'm gonna tell you. I'm a nice guy. I know you were not in love. Because first of all, the narcissist was not open for love.
No.
They were not open to be loved. That was never what it was about.
We keep really thinking we dealing with like some human beings, right? Like, let's say so.
Absolutely.
Their soul is gone. Like they with the devil. Like
Their
that's
soul.
like really the new
What
supply.
soul?
She got like 4 D's going on. She either, or he or she, they're either dumb or ditzy. That's the 1 D, ditzy dumb, or demonized, or delusional, or deceived. That's it. None of those states of being is like for life. That's like zombie states. None, all of them is decayed mind.
There you go.
And that's what's going on. And the narcissist is only going to bring destruction. That's all they can bring. It's nothing like they're going to come in this person's mind, whatever state of mind they was in when they met them. They're not going to make them whole and healthy. They're going to look at all those broken pieces in there and make it worse, destroy it worse.
And you know what else? Something else I want to tell y'all because it just struck me. It was something I was thinking about earlier. Guys, y'all be thinking that they just went to somebody who was old. They got their stuff together. They sharp. They this, they're that. Listen. A narcissist, as they get older, they have to get somebody that was a little easier to manipulate than you. They have to. They can't. They're not going after somebody that's really on top of their game, really has boundaries. You listen. You're crazy if you think they chasing somebody that, or they're with someone who has boundaries. They're with someone who has no boundaries. They're with someone who is going to be agreeable with them. Y'all wonder why they did what they did? Because they're with someone who is agreeable. That's y'all want to know what they got that you ain't got? They're agreeable to anything. Narcissist came in here with a knife with blood on it. And the new person, they're going to try to help them figure out how we going to get you out of this, baby.
Yeah.
Even if I got to say I did it.
Yeah.
They're agreeable. That's all they did. They're weak and they are more agreeable. They don't know this monster for real. They just met them. And what they do know about them basically is they're not you. They can't run that game on you. They don't ran the game on you. And they know, listen, y'all, a bank robber not going to keep robbing the same bank.
No.
They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it because they know, look, you lucky if you got away with it one time. Okay. Now, if you're bold enough, you're coming back the second time, we caught you the second time. Bank robber want to go to a different bank. They're like, hey, I know I got it set up so I can go rob these places and I can get the money. But only thing is, I can't be seen by that camera because they're going to be looking for me. I know they're going to come get me. A narcissist, that's why they always run into different places. That's why everywhere a bank robber go, they casing the bank. They, whoa, what's that? Oh, that's a bank right up. I could get out right. I can bounce off right on the highway over there. Yeah, I might have to hit that. That's how narcs think. We sit there thinking, well, this bank gotta have more money. Man, that bank, the more money, that bank got more security. No, we don't need that. We need to get this easy one over here because I want to get away. That's the mindset of a narc. They want the easy one. They want the one that they gonna get away every single time.
The one that sell their soul. Like you gotta sell your soul to be with a narc long term. And they prefer to be with either somebody that completely sold their soul to them because they want to be their God, or they want to like completely be dependent on them. So they will go for the disabled. They will do that so they can get the money, that constant check, and nobody's going to say nothing. They can have that constant supply to abuse. So they can be the mask out there to everybody else, to they friends, flying monkeys, whoever. They don't really have friends, but out there they want to be the mask and have the show and the smiles and all of that. But they have to have somebody that they constantly abuse at all times, because they have to offload that stuff.
And you know what? And that's why they weak ass get preyed on too. And they run into the arms of another predator, because that predator know how to play the game and not to have boundaries, just to lure their ass in, because they know that that person is out there doing you dirty. And that's when they can get in their head and get them to leave you and cause them to come over to the other side, where they can abuse their ass too. Predators are predators. They're not looking for no love, for no relationship. They looking for something beneficial as well. And they would rather have it than you. But you know what? A lot of people worry about that situation and what's been said over there. You know what? I'd rather be the bitch that's being talked about than to be the bitch that's talking about somebody.
Y'all heard that. Woo, let's get to the super chats, y'all. Focus for Life. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for getting us started. So Focus for Life said, if a narc is abusing the new supply, why do they still circle back around to their ex or their ex's family?
They want the more the merrier. For them, it's just like they have to be on show to whoever would listen. I said when my niece was looking around, she was scanning to see who can make eye contact so she can sit there and just mouth vomit, not looking for solutions, but just that attention. They just want attention from anybody.
Wow.
They want it on their phone, or they getting it from a person or whoever is around. If it, and they want to triangulate, like it's just chaos. They are just chaos.
And you know what? If they come around your family, you don't introduce them to your family members, then they have found the family member. Y'all listen, let me say this to you. When you see the family member that the narc has befriended, now you know your real enemies.
Yeah.
Because somebody that love you, somebody, your family member that loves you, they're not going to befriend. They just not. It's not. They're not doing that. No, they might be like, okay, we can talk on the phone, but I ain't bringing you around, and we just kicking it and this and that. You know, no, we cool. I see you out. Blah blah blah. Whatever. We cool, but that's it.
Yeah.
They don't let it turn into that other situation.
See, and the reason why they come back, because the streets humbled their ass. And that's why they came back. See, we not going to do that. We let them get away with everything and do whatever they want. But the streets going to show them exactly who they are. And it's going to humble their ass. And that's why they come back, because they got a mirror put up to them. And they had to run back home, where we refuse to hold that mirror and show them who the fuck they are and hold them accountable for who they are. So they always know where to run back to, because the streets is cold and they finding that out. And that's why they keep running back. If they can't get to you, they try to get into your family. They find the family members that you locked in with. They love bomb them so they can always come back to them to get to you. And they find the ones that you not locked in with so they can gossip and spread rumors about you. And let it be that sister or brother or whoever that's jealous of you. Oh, that's going to make it even more credible. That's going to make, and they get information from them, learning about you, putting out there on the streets, telling everybody your business, the new person. And that's why the new person is being abused, because they was in on that bullshit. And now that you stepped out the situation, it's that person's fault, because you're gone, because they can't get back to you, because they can't have a conversation. Remember, we're dealing with people who don't take accountability. So now it's that person's fault for everything that's going wrong in their life, because they run over there Oh, she wouldn't let me get my career. She wouldn't let me do this. He wouldn't let me do that. But then they get over there and they reach capacity and still can't get their goals completed that they lied about. Now it has to be that person's fault.
Well, y'all heard that. Elizabeth G. Thanks for the super chat. Elizabeth G said, I love that title. Thank you all for the healing session. I really appreciate it. We appreciate you too. Hey, Sasha, what you gonna do? Sasha, what you gonna do, man? I want to hear Sasha come in here and spill that dirt because she ready to spill it. Thank you so much for that super chat. Sasha said, when the narc introduces you to someone, Joe. Damn, that's almost like I don't even want to walk across the street and finish this whole sentence because you know what it is. They introduce you to somebody. Man, they cruddy. You dealing with a dirty, cruddy dog. Do you hear me? They cruddy. They think it's funny when they introduce you to somebody that they screwing. They think it's cute. Yeah. When y'all shake hands, man, they laugh. They like, oh, I got you. Yeah. And they think it looks so good. They think they not looking at you like they doing something wrong, people. That's not how they feel. They feel like you don't even know who you dealing with. They really feel like you stupid. You ain't catch it. I'm dogging you. The person you just shook the hand of your replacement.
Oh yeah.
I just introduced you to the person I'm seeing. Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me finish.
And let me tell you a little something about that smirk too. See, when you are just interacting with them on the phone, they're telling their family about you. Oh, I met this new person and I think I'm going to leave this person for that person. She's a good person. He's a good person. But then when they introduce you to these people, they already knew. And what y'all don't understand is that smirk from the other side is the smirk of approval. They giving them the go ahead that yes, that you are one to be dog because the family vet you too. The friends vet you too. And they give them that nod. That's that approval. See, that smirk is very sadistic, but it has subliminal messages to it. So you have to pay attention when other people give them that smirk. That's that smirk of approval.
Wolves and shapeshifters. That's all I can say. You are dealing with wolves and shapeshifters. This is not a battle for the weak.
Sasha, hey Sasha, we need 5 minutes with you in here, man. We need 5 minutes with you in the room, man. Because I'm saying, guys, I'm telling y'all, I read this super chat to someone, okay, and I already knew where it was going, and it went exactly where I thought it was going. And I'm sitting here, and I'm saying, it's when somebody strike you with something you remember happening to you. It's like they just reopened up a wound on you. Like, man, wow. Because y'all, everybody remembered somebody they got introduced to. Somebody that the narc came home talking about one night. Yeah, that one that they said you ain't got to worry about.
Woo. Let them be a passer. Oh my goodness. It's just it just be so much. Everybody a suspect. Like, and then they have you sitting up there with the face on. Like, I know this fool don't think I'm about to sit up here and not say that. And you trying. It's so crazy. That situation is so crazy because it's in the house of God. You just like. It's
how
just
you
so
gonna
crazy.
be an entire minister up in here, and you the nastiest joker in the church? How does one do such?
And they don't say anything. Like you can see, okay, they trifling. That's it. Somebody should say something That's the crazy part about it. Like if
People
everybody
don't want to
gonna
make no ruffles. They like, I don't want to be involved. I don't want y'all, because y'all might kick him out the church and say it was because of me. And most people just say, I just go find another church because this fool over here just doing the most.
See, but you know what? That's that ego, because you have like people in these Catholic churches that protect predators and stuff like that. Is because they held these people in such high regard and gave them a pretty good resume with the community and with the people. And for them to go back on that makes them look bad. And so they'll cover it up instead of exposing it for what it is, and pray that it don't get found out. And that's why you have these victims coming out 20, 30 years later telling what happened to them, because this stuff eats people up inside, because they go through life either fighting their sexuality or maybe they predators themselves, and they can't live with that. And so they have to talk about it. And that's the thing, when you been like me, when it happened to me, you bottle that up. It's like you in a jar, you captive with your own thoughts, and you can't escape it. And you want to tell people, but everybody is like, shh, they don't want you to say nothing. That's how we were raised, and that's how society is.
Yeah, they want you to hide it with them. They want you to hide that, like, oh, you saw that? Oh, don't say nothing, because see, you know, everybody gets forgiveness, and no, I saw that. I saw what you did, and I'm gonna raise my hand and say you did it. That's the biggest, I think that's the biggest problem that we've had in society. That society won't get on the same page and say, no. We're gonna talk about this. They don't want to talk about what they do. They want to come in and ruin somebody's life. They want to take a child, because they know, oh man, I can break this child at a young enough age. I catch this child young enough, I can break this child. That's how they think.
Yep.
And if you don't know, you leave your child in Sunday school with this fool, and then your child tell you 5 years later, you remember when you used to drop me off at church?
Yeah.
And you lose it. You lose it. No, we live in a society, everything is about, no, well, I ain't gonna say it is now, because everybody's snitching now. The truth is coming out.
Yeah.
But when they had everything locked down, and no, I ain't gonna say this, and we not gonna snitch, and we not gonna do that, and this and this and this and that, man, the narcissist was living. They were guys, that's how they were able to do this for so many years. And you would look at a person in a character in the Bible like the Jezebel, and you would just look at it like, you know, oh wow, they was acting like that back then. No, and you don't even know. No, that's how they act right now.
That's how they act.
And they much worse than that right now.
Yeah.
But when we don't talk about it, then it's not normal. If we talk about it, you all right? Okay. Okay. When we talk about it, that makes it, that normalizes it. Now you can see, oh no, there's some devils out here. We not about to sit here and pretend like everybody in this room is trustable. No. When you don't talk about it,
right?
Listen, you could be in a room with 10 people and don't even know. 7 of them devils. But if you never talked about stuff like that, then you think all 10 of y'all are good people. Y'all sitting right here. Listen, we sitting here singing gospel music together, and you don't even know. This one over here molesting children, and this one over here abusing children and cheating on her husband, and he cheating on his wife, and this one, they cheating together, and they husband and they wife don't even know that what they doing on the down low.
And that don't do nothing but breed curses. Like it ain't. There's no benefit in being in a place like that, especially when they're not saying anything and people know about it. Because
There you
then
go.
your home will be affected by that mess, by that
Ooh.
garbage. Them demons will go right there with you,
Oh yeah.
and it's hard. I seen someone in a comment. They were like they were trying to tell their relative, they're asking a lot of questions, but they know that their person is a narc and they don't want to hear it. A lot of times they're not ready to leave. Like when I have patients that's not ready to leave, like I can literally sit there with 100% hard truth, like this
Mm-hmm.
is it, and their health can be declining, everything is off. I have all the research data because everybody like to see the research, even if they don't
Mm-hmm.
understand it, they just like to see it and they can put it together. But I have all of the data there, like this is causing this and everything. They will go back to their fantasy delusion of, well, I'm gonna stand by my man. Like I know he loves me. I know like he's sick. No, he's not capable of love. I literally showed you the brain where you're supposed to have those love receptors. It's dark. That means there's no receptors there.
It's
It
empty.
ain't even just like they don't have a chemical. Like you can't just give them a chemical of
Ooh.
the touch and all of that and the oxytocin and it feel good. They don't have nothing to catch the chemical. Like there's no
Keisha,
receptor.
Keisha, did you just say the narc does not have love receptors?
No,
Did
they
you
don't.
just say
And
that?
you know what? It looked like horns. That's the crazy part about when you look on the brain.
Ooh.
When you look on the brain,
Good
because it's in
God.
the front, it look like two horns in
Oh
the
my
brain.
God.
That's dark, right? There's no light. There's no light activity. You can look
Ladies
up
and gentlemen.
narcissist brain image. Anybody who want to look it up, and you will see a picture of it, of the narcissist brain image, like the brain scan image, and it's on there. And you can
Mm,
see,
mm,
like I
mm.
can interpret it for you.
Good
There's
God.
no receptors for emotional memory or love. So they can't even begin. And then she
Mm,
was like,
mm,
well,
mm.
that's what I'm here for. I'm going to give him all this love. I said, you not God. I mean, you can't make receptors that don't exist. Only God can
Wow.
regrow a brain.
But Keisha,
But
that's her saying that's all of our
that's how
cry.
they think. Yes. And this is why I'm saying when you're trying to, somebody had put in there, when they're trying to talk to somebody about this, a lot of times if they are to a state of Delulu land where they are just galloping in there, you can't rope them out. You just give them a few doses of truth and then they're going to go through something and it's going to be painful to see. And then maybe they'll get it once they get crushed enough, like, okay, and they're going to really reach out, to someone higher than you, and that's God, because that's the only thing
Yeah.
that can happen with that. And the
See,
delusions, like hearing them say, looking at a brain and say, my love is going to grow receptors. That's how the new supply thinks. Even
Mm.
though this person is cheating, I even said we
Ooh.
know about the cheating. They got about 5 other people right now trying to grow them same receptors. It's not working. They have
Wow.
all of this stuff. You're losing everything. Like now you're homeless, you lost your car, everything is gone.
Man.
They said, well, I'm resilient, so I don't feel like I lost anything. Okay, so that means that there's a delusion happening and can't get past that. That's the brick wall. So a lot of the new supply, they're hitting a brick wall because they're still, if they know, which I know they know you, a lot of people on here are probably like higher standard because they know your standard and your worth. They're going to continue to compete with that, and that's going to keep them in the Lululand longer. So they're going to keep hitting that brick wall because
Mm.
they're in competition with the former supply and in competition with whatever other triangulation happening. And because that competitive nature that is just completely evil and delusional, because the narc lying about everything,
oh
Everything.
yeah.
that keeps them in the Lululand, just hitting the trees. It's like skiing down the slope and hitting every tree. That's all they doing.
And it's like the Bible say, what good is a man to gain the world and lose his soul? And they don't mind losing their soul to gain the world because that's how they live. They live for that. And see, and
Mhm.
when we get hurt and we go through pain, we run to God. They run the people, because that's where they want that gratification. They want that quick fix. See, it's a slow fix with God, and nobody wants to wait for that. And that's why it's important to sit in that pain and let that pain build the new you, because the new you is going to be brand new, better than anything that you ever had. And I'm learning that. And I said I had some good news. You know, my divorce is going to be done the end of this month. So I took steps to, yes, I move in silence, and I can say now that, you know, I've done it. I moved out of that place that I was in, and I did it without announcing it, because I fear for my life now that it's nearing the end, and now he can't find me.
Hold it.
Yay.
So that part right there. Guys, I want everybody to understand something. When you break away from these people and you able to cut them off, that's how you gonna think. You ain't gonna be worrying about who they with, and you hope they got somebody to occupy them. You're not worrying about, you know, oh, you got somebody? Okay, go pile it up. Because you know they coming back.
Oh yeah.
You know that it's something in you that, now that's one part, even I deal with that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it. Because I know that they watch the channel. I know that one day that fool gonna knock on my door. I know it. I know it. You know why? Because they did not complete the assignment.
No.
Yeah.
But you know what I learned? God really has to tear your life down to rebuild it. And he knew I was comfortable in that place. And he made me step out my comfort zone, because he know I wasn't never going to leave, because I liked where I was. And sometimes God had to force you out of your comfort zone to get what he have for you, because he's saying you're comfortable there. I'm not comfortable with you being there. I have bigger and better things for you. And so many things, I swear, is like falling into place for me right now. I just want to cry. It's a joyful moment for me. Wow. And I'm so grateful that he tore my life down and pushed me out of my comfort zone, because I wouldn't get out of it. And I'm so glad that he took me out of it, because he has so much more for me that I'm saying, oh my God, I'm forever grateful.
Listen.
Yes.
Yeah, that part right there. You got to, guys, you absolutely have to. But and I'm saying that's all of us. What China just said, that's all of us. You have to get tired of it. God ain't gonna just snatch you out of something. No, you because you're deciding to be there. He gave you a free will, and your will was, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be in this mess, no matter how trifling it is, no matter how raggedy it is, I don't care what they got me looking like. They got you out here with your shirt on backwards and your shoes on the wrong foot, and you walking around here like you two. And the narc is sitting. I mean, they tell him, look at this fool. I got this fool got the shoes on the wrong foot, got your pants on backwards, your shirt upside down, inside out. You're walking around with your glasses upside down too. The narcissist sees it.
Yeah.
And you think it's just cute. Oh, they just being cute. We just having fun. No, they're not. They're not just having fun. They are setting you up for destruction. It's on you when you get to that place. And that's the only thing about it, guys. When you get to that place where you like, man, you know what? I done seen what I need to see. I've gone through what I need to go through, and I'm done with this craziness.
Yeah.
And then as you focus, and guys, you're going to see, y'all watching this woman, y'all watching this one, and myself in real time. Guys, I promise y'all, all three of us, after leaving and cutting this fool off, everybody's life has been just improving.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing out here for you but improvement.
Yeah.
If you feel like you can't make it outside of the narc, you can't get it together, I won't be able to survive. I'm here to tell you, not only are you going to survive, you're going to thrive, and you're going to do better than you ever thought you would do by yourself. The biggest issue is, the biggest hurdle is, you think you in love. You really believe you love that person.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a quick little secret. You lying to yourself. If you saying, no, I love that person. No, I'm telling you I love that person. I'm telling you, you lying. You do not love somebody that mistreated you the whole time they was with you, lied to you the whole time they was with you, deserted you. Everything that they could do that was trifling to you. You do not love that.
Yeah.
Number one, I told you, they're not even open for love. They're not even open for it. You have to be open. Listen, guys, in order for somebody to love you, you have to be open to allow someone to love you. I'm
Yeah.
talking to you now. You have to be open for love. You have to allow someone to love you. Can't nobody just walk up to you and they never seen you before and they love you. Not for real. It does. Love don't work like that. They don't even know you to love you.
Yeah.
So for you to know a narcissist, you can't describe nothing about that trifling dog and say that there's love in that thing.
No.
So then but you convince yourself you're in love. No, I'm gonna tell you, that pain you feeling is the betrayal that you did to you. That's what you afraid of. You're afraid of facing you.
That's what it is right there.
Yeah.
You afraid of face. Oh my, I'm gonna have to face. Now I done put up with all this bull for all this time, and now I gotta face me for what I have allowed to happen to me this whole time, when I could have been cut this fool off. But I decided to stay because I rule over this vessel. I am in control. And that ain't no easy thing to do, ladies and gentlemen. That is the most difficult part of your breakup with the narc.
Yeah.
Okay? When
Yeah.
you have to face you. Because I told y'all, I've been saying it for years, because you owe you an apology.
See,
You owe you that.
and that's the thing, when it's all said and done, we blame them. But while in this thing, we allow them to groom us to self-destruct. We destroy ourselves in the process. They just give us the tools with the manipulation and the betrayal and everything. And we in turn betray ourselves trying to love someone else instead of loving ourselves. And their version of love is not, they want you to cook and clean for them. Their version of you giving them love is allowing them to cheat, allowing them to use you as a punching bag when the world kicked them in the ass.
Yes,
That's
Lord.
the type of love that they want from you. They
Yeah.
don't want that kissy face,
Hold
hug.
my hands.
Yeah, they don't want any of that. That's not love to them. Love is sit down, shut the fuck up. Let me go do this. Let me do that. Come back and tell you about the female that I'm trying to have sex with that won't answer her phone. They want you to be their therapist. They goofy. They're everything stupid. They just want you to be able to just sit there and listen to their bullshit. They want all the stuff, all the street shit out there, and they want to be able to come back to you and sit and tell you about the shit that they've been through, and you say nothing. That's why we're the people that they want. They parentify us. We become their parents because they want to just settle down with us and go out there on the streets. And that's why they always like, oh, I don't like BBLs. Oh, I don't like that, girls. I don't like this. I don't like that. And that be the main ones that they run to because they know they're not wifey material. So they can't wife them or husband them up and have them sit on the sideline and make them look good to everybody else while they go out there on the streets. They want us because we make them look good, but they want something on the side where they can have fun and not be bored and do all this crazy shit and be able to come back and sit in your face.
Yep. And you got to smile and you just got to be like, oh my gosh. Like that's what they want. They want you to be fake. Yeah. And they want you to listen. You hear the same story day after day. You're like, I done heard this story. A little bit of different variation in it. Every single day, you say the same thing. Where you used to work or how this used to happen. And it don't even be their story. It be somebody else's story.
Yes.
A lot of them jail people, they say the same story because they didn't heard it. Some inmate had like the tale of the century on how they got there with the cartels and did all this stuff. And then that'd be everybody's story. And you just like, you too.
Everybody.
And they'll sit in your damn face and tell your story too, or say it like they was there and they didn't put a little spin on the shit. So you can't recognize it with your story, or they'll change it. I hated that.
They recreate everything.
Look like, are you fucking serious?
They recreate childhood. I got to she completely recreated childhood.
Hey,
like, remember when I used to do this I used to do this for you or something. I was like, you ain't never do that. My brother did that. Like, you just totally lying. Like, I was there.
Sasha, you see how long it took us to get through this? This one, two.
Yes.
That girl is not playing. She been through it. She synced it.
Yes.
Blinders off. Thanks for the super chat. Blinders off said, found out my ex-narc got engaged while we were together. I want y'all to just quickly just close your eyes. Let's go into Delulu real quick. Yeah,
still married.
I know I live with somebody. I know I'm with somebody.
Yeah.
But you the one, baby. You the one. No, don't worry about her. She ain't. They ain't nothing. They ain't nothing. I'm getting married to you. Woo! Got engaged while we was together. See, that's the part right there where you're gonna be trying to figure out if you didn't know better. See, now you're in a place where you get to know better. If you didn't know better, guys, it's people that take this to the grave.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what made this person do that. Why would somebody do something so cruel, so hideous, so awful that would bring this much pain? Got engaged while we were still together. I was told I wasn't supposed to know, and not to mention the other situation. Wow. So that's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Everything that y'all swear y'all want to know, you really don't want to know. But one day you're gonna walk into somebody and they're gonna just spill that whole situation, and you still might be sick. That's why I'm gonna stick to it and just say, man, you really don't need to know how trifling that narc is.
And they will sit there and be married to you and married to somebody else. These people overlap in everything in life because they have to seal the deal to make sure that they're never alone. God knows these people can't be alone because they will off themselves. They can't deal with their thoughts. That's why they can't sit in pain, because they will off themselves. They don't know to run to God. They don't have the patience for God to work in their life. So that's why they need to be with somebody else as a painkiller. That's how they kill that pain. They can't sit in it because that's why they can't grow. You have to sit in pain to be able to grow because you become a problem solver. And that's why when, they don't give us closure, because if they give you that last conversation, they know you're going to create a solution for them to stay, and they want to leave. And so they're not going to give you that last conversation because they want to leave. And if you offer them every option where you can resolve this problem, then they have to stay. And that's why they deny you that closure and they run off to somebody else, because once they made up in their mind that that's where they want to be, there's nobody who can pass away, not even their kid. There's nothing that can stop them from leaving you when they have it in their mind that they're ready to go.
Yeah. And they really, and it's for different reasons, because a lot of times when you see like the new supply, because you have feelings, you might assume everybody on this earth do, and they don't. Like when they drink from whatever the devil give them, that devil's Kool-Aid, that just eliminates the conscience and give them horns in their brain, like it's just not there. So when they drink from that stuff, they sell their soul for the streets, for the world. And then they get an empath. Their goal is to target somebody that God gave compassion, that empathy, that all of that on the inside, target them, cause them to fall, and get them to sell their soul for the narc. And that's it. That's a terrible trade-off. And once you kind of see it, like you have to see it just like that for you to really start coming out of that fog. Because the narc is terrible. I mean, there's the devil, he might dress himself up, he can transform himself to light, but he always got them snake eyes.
Come on.
That's evil.
And that's the thing. See, we think they target us because, oh, we're so good. Yeah, they target us for that, but not for the reason why you think. They target us for that because they know they could dog the hell out of us and there's nothing we're going to do about it. But see, somebody else they dog, they might lose their life. They're going to have to watch their back from that person. And they know we're gonna sit there and we're gonna take it and we're not gonna do nothing about it. And that's why they target us empaths, because we're so nice. We're willing to sit there and be a punching bag for them, whereas somebody else is gonna be like, hell no, you finna pay for this. That's why they over there. Y'all think that new person just getting abused? Yeah, they are, but they just as toxic. Like I said, bleaching clothes, busting windows,
all that.
keying cars, police. It's a whole bunch of mess going on over there in that situation. And y'all just sit back and stay out the way. That's where they wanted to be. And that's where they thought they would feel comfortable. Let their ass stay over there.
You know what? I think that actually, I think that when we talking about that new person, and we're talking about what that new person is going through, it's so funny that, you know, we could say it, but most of the time people really don't believe it. It's like you don't really believe you went through what you went through. You don't believe that this person really is capable of doing worse to the next person. Something inside of us, y'all, some of us anyway, most of us, something inside of most of us makes us believe. We still want to believe in the narc, that they really have potential of being about something. If you still think the narc went out here to do better in life, then you still was believing, you still drinking that Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
You still don't believe what you went through yourself, because you are the proof that tired crut ball ain't do nothing with their life but destroy it. You are the proof. Okay, it ain't no, oh, I got a crystal ball over here somewhere I'm looking at and reading this to y'all. What I'm saying to you is what I see that happened to me. That's all I'm looking at. I'm looking at the actions of a person. I trust the universe. I trust what I see. I trust my senses. I trust what I smell. I trust what I see. I trust what I hear. I've learned how to trust me. I learned how to trust God. Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
God tell me something, I believe, okay. All right, champ. I'm gonna do just like you saying it, because I know before and I used to say this, before you go out here acting like that person, you better look at that person and make sure you want to live just like them.
Yep.
You better look at them before you say, I want that for me. You better make sure you can handle that for me. Because when you get it, you got it. That's it. That's what you said you want. Just like we said we wanted the narc, right? Oh, I want that. Oh, I'm ready to I'm gonna put up with some stuff to deal with that. Yeah, you got it, didn't you?
Sure
Yeah,
did.
you got the full dosage of it. And now you sitting there like, whoa, hey, whoa. That ain't what I signed up for. I was trying to just go to the beach and hold hands and kiss and like each other and have fun. And I ain't signing up for this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did sign up for it.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't believe that it's not happening over there because they still don't believe what we're telling them. And that's why a lot of people don't believe, because there's no way you can have all this information. I mean, everywhere you turn, this word is being used. So everybody knows about it. This is not make believe. You have to believe what you saw. And the reason why that situation is going to be worse, because y'all think that this person is just only doing that to us. That other toxic person is in their ear, giving them ideas, telling them what to do to you. Like they're sneaking and giving them phones, telling them to get a second phone, download this app, while the narc is learning how to manipulate that person better because they know how they help them manipulate you. And so now they know what they got to do to this person. And it has to be worse because we were easy. Like I said, I was the goofiest goofy of all goofies. I mean, you could tell me.
Joe, you ain't getting that credit for that. No, sir. I'm telling y'all, I could smell the carnation milk on my breath. I was so green. And that can't, buddy.
And you were the standard. Like once you reset the bar of who they are, because they only do things for their image. Like if they had you in their life and it may improve to everybody they was capable of getting someone on that caliber, that's all they need. Everything else they can make up. So they can get all of the different people like that's probably a grade lower, whatever. They look at money status and stuff. So when they thinking about how much income they can get from somebody, they might go for somebody whose salary might be a little less, or they might go for somebody who looks might be like a downgrade, but they're still only there to get resources. It is never for love. They don't, it's not love at all. They only
and that's the part everybody needs to hear right there. That part right there. Ain't nobody, they are not, I don't care if they with Idris Elba, Halle Berry, whoever your favorite person is, they are not with that person to love that person.
Yeah, and they coming out telling you now, when they tell you, when they talk to you, their favorite word is out there now, beneficial. Whoever they don't, that's why they don't care what you look like. Whatever you have has to be beneficial to them.
Come on.
Albeit money, albeit a place to live. They don't want your love. That's not beneficial to them.
Come on.
They want something tangible. They want stuff like if they need a place to stay, if you can give them money.
Come on.
Anything like that. That's what has to be beneficial to them.
They love their addiction.
Take me out to dinner.
If they
a lot of them will get with you for money to feed an addiction. These people will literally sleep with people for money to feed an addiction, just to go buy a bag of marijuana, just to get high. These people do this. It has to be beneficial. They'll tell you, I have to benefit. They're saying this now. I'm hearing it so much that they literally telling you this out their mouth.
They can't help it. And they can't hide it no more.
No.
When you see it, now you see it. That's what it is, y'all. Blinders all said, I wouldn't agree. Wish them both well. Said good luck on your stock and haven't looked back. See, that's how you handle that situation. And then she said, been on Jeremiah 29:11. I just picked that up real quick.
Plans he got for our life.
I just picked that one up. I said, let me look that one up real quick. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." Good people. I'm gonna say it until I turn green, and I'm gonna say it until my voice say no. You can't say it no more, guys. You're not in love with that person.
No.
You're not in love with that person. You cannot look at that relationship and tell me that was love.
No, it's lust.
No, love is not disrespectful. Love is not crazy. See how these songs make you think I'm crazy in love and I want to be crazy, I want to be crazy about somebody. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, anything that says disrespect, anything that's out of line. Look, love is a perfect gentleman. Love is a perfect lady. Okay. Love is godliness. So when you talk about or look back and reminisce about, we were this and it was that, and you think about everything that you think about that it was really at the end of the day, it was more disrespect than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Than anything, it was more disrespect. And you will not put that on the same table as love. You can no.
See, but our elders in society told us that that's what it is. They've been lying to us for generations, telling us
who
to
taught
fight
them?
for
Who
that
taught them? Did
disrespect.
they really know? They didn't really know. They was just talking. No, they was just talking. They just, hey, that's what love all about, boy.
Yeah.
Girl, you better learn. That's love. That's how you love somebody. No, that's not.
And they tell you
somebody.
If that man hurt somebody over you, he love you. If that woman is crazy, she love you. This is the stuff that we were taught,
and people believe it.
Yep.
Lies. You gotta come out in agreement with them lies.
Man,
Right.
You know what? We truly believe that mess. That somebody, the reason I act like this because I love you. That's what, and it'll make, now you told me something, and now I can make sense of all this craziness. Yes. That's why it's so crazy, because you love me. And we believe it because we want to love someone.
Yes.
Guys, when somebody love you, it ain't gonna be disrespectful. It's not gonna be crazy. And guess what, y'all? That's another reason why it's so hard for us to get in good relationships. It's so difficult for us to get in good relationships because we have been taught that love is crazy. We have been taught that love is blind. We have been taught that everything that's dysfunctional is love.
Yes, sir.
It ain't none of it love. That is not what love is.
It's gonna hurt when you really love
is pain,
and you gotta fight for
suffering. Yes, yeah. Everything.
Love is worth fighting for.
Yeah.
Ride to die. You gotta be a ride or die. Man, that's not love. Somebody that loves you, that means they care about you. That means it ain't gonna be crazy. That means it's gonna be upright. It's gonna stand strong. It's gonna be solid. It's built on a solid foundation. It's something that you can go to at any time with any questions, and it will never disrespect you. That's one thing about love. Love will never it's not going to disrespect you. It's not going to make you feel like you're stupid. When you are in a situation with a narcissist, you're going to feel stupid most of the time.
Yeah.
Only time you feel better is when you working your way out of that situation, man.
And they so manipulative that they have you think you fighting for love, you competing for love with somebody else, and it's never love. You just competing for abuse because that's all they know. they were taught that love is abuse because they were abused and they thought that's how their parents or their caregiver loved them is through abuse. And that's what I thought because I was abused as a child. And I thought if my mom didn't abuse me, she didn't love me. If my husband didn't abuse me, he didn't love me. And that's how I was groomed to believe that love was. But I'm glad I know better. Like I said, I'm grateful for this experience because life is so much better for me. I mean, I've never had clearer eyes than I have to this day. And I'm grateful for it.
There it is. There it is. My man Jabril. There you go, champ. Thanks for the super chat. Jabril said, my ex-clown, perfect description. My ex-clown said she was much happier. I'm much happier with this new fool, this new clown I got over here. I can make him do anything. Look at him. He's stupid. He's stupid enough. He know that I'm with you. He knew that I was with him the whole time. You just didn't know it. Let me finish saying what he was saying first before I go off into this tangent. Much happier with the new pain goblin. Pain goblin didn't affect me for long, and I highly doubt it. She dogging him for sure. Healed. You know, sometimes I'm just so happy to just be able to be here and to witness. People witness it and see it in real time because it's so difficult for us, especially when you get a narc. This dude, because you know that he's showing us exactly how they want to throw it in your face. She wanted to throw it in his face. She wanted to be able to say, yeah. Oh, I'm very happy. Thank you. Oh, I've never been happier. Over here, because this new man is he everything you never was. They want to throw you under the bus to make your feelings less than, to make you look like you the weakest link, and they want to destroy your self-confidence.
Yeah.
If they can destroy your self-confidence, guys, if a narcissist can destroy your self-confidence, they can come back to you whenever they're ready because you're waiting on them to come back to fix your self-confidence. What did Cat Williams say? It's called self-confidence.
But you know what?
Confidence of self.
I'm going to tell you about the female narc, and this with the relatives. And with Denise, this is the games that they play. This is what you're not missing. They will say y'all go to a party. It can be a family function. They gonna dress as skimpy as possible, like probably have bare minimum clothing. Then they're gonna start the drinking. Then they're gonna flirt with different people. They're gonna start an argument with you, and it's gonna get crazy. Everybody gonna start feeling uncomfortable. They're gonna try to throw people in it. Then they gonna hug on somebody else, sit on their lap, do
Stop it, damn it, stop it.
Once you get home, they're going to blame you for that. Why didn't you protect me? You knew I was vulnerable. And so, this is what we see as family members in the narcosphere. It's chaos. And they need somebody that they can do that to that will be a forever supply. And usually they are extremely codependent or narcissistic themselves. And that's just a terrible life. And I try to talk to them, it's like some sense, like some wisdom. Hey, you got some.
Ow! I'm muting your mic there. Going, Keisha, stop it. Hey, Keisha, when you went there, you just took that knife and stuck it right in my stomach and then twisted it. They're gonna go around your family with the skimpiest mini skirt, sit down at the table, legs open, so everybody at the cookout can see right there. Everybody. And then they done got a crowd of people that's standing at the table that she's sitting at, legs crouched. And then no. The part you really twisted the knife in my stomach was when you said, then after they have shown out at the family cookout, family cookout, after she has shown everybody her entire vaginal area, now you're going to go home and become the victim.
Don't have a new baby because they
What was
breastfeed
what was they doing?
in
What was
front
they
of your
doing looking
male
at my
cousin.
panties? Why they your uncle's nasty. What they doing looking at my panties?
Don't have a new baby
These
because they
my
gonna
legs I
breastfeed
got
that
wide
baby.
open.
They gonna
You
breastfeed
left
that
out the
baby
part
in
where
front of your male cousins, and they gonna be like, they was looking at me breastfeed. They like your boob was
you
out.
left out the part where when you said with their legs wide open,
Legs
smiling
wide
like
open.
tell them, hey, Charlie sent you.
Man, oh man. And I'm saying right in front of your people. And look. You talking about the most embarrassing. Oh my God. And they do things like that so you
Yeah.
won't want to go around the family no more. Because now we're gonna keep it 100. So now when the family get together, you don't really want to go. Because you remember everybody know you with some track. You know, everybody know she
They
track,
might
bro.
still go.
And then look, your aunt's looking at you funny, like, what's wrong with that girl? What's going on with her? Walking around here, sitting there at the table with your legs up. What the hell going on with her? And people and look, and they get people jaws tight. They just like,
Yeah.
what? And then somebody go over there, look, and then somebody go over to the table and politely, hey, girl, you know, people in here looking at you. And then they act shocked. Oh, I didn't even know. My legs was crouched wide open, and you could see my panties because my skirt all the way up here when I sat down. So that's what it was. They was looking at me.
If they wear
I
them,
didn't
family
know.
that don't wear them.
But
You
I
were
didn't know. No, I didn't know. And why you ain't say nothing?
Your fault.
Why you ain't say nothing? They in here looking at my panties and my under. My goodness, your family nasty.
yeah, because they be looking at your man the whole time. Their job is to entertain whoever would look.
Yep.
And that's why
There
when
you
y'all
go.
see them with low-hanging fruit, it's not about that person's look. It's about them, a person could just walk up to them and ask them for directions and they fall in lust with that person. That's just how it goes with these people. They don't care how you look. It's just the fact that you took time out your day to say something to them makes them feel like they're somebody because they always feel unseen and unheard. And that's why they love attention. They're attention whores.
Ooh, that's
That's
it.
what they are.
That's it. They
That's
came to the cookout, the family function, to show out and to isolate you. Don't think it was all for nothing now. Because listen, if they do it correctly, your family ain't even gonna want to get together no more for a while.
No.
Because they like, man, you can't even bring these fools around. Guys, this how cruddy they are. They got your family saying you can't even bring family around these people no more. My goodness. How do and look, your aunties over there saying, how can a woman not know her legs is open? And people looking at your panties. How can you not know that?
Because they know.
Because they know what they're doing. And they're doing it on purpose because they're there not only to show everybody your household.
I'm sorry. I just got a memory. My sister, like she always had bare minimum. And she was like,
She what?
Yo, she always have a bare minimum. It's just she built like she got the body for it, but it's always bare minimum. You either can see through it, you seeing something, you can see
That's the one.
protrusions. And then she was like, I
Because of
think
faith.
your husband was looking at me. I said, and he was, but I'm sure he was. Like that's how they go.
That's crazy.
They try to make you so mad, like he was looking at me and blah blah blah. Okay, he was. He trifling. I mean, you trifling. Y'all probably better matched. But
Listen, How are we? Listen, I never looked at any. I know how men are. I'm a man. A woman sitting here with her legs wide open. What?
Everything else.
Listen, we all gonna, and not just the men. All the women gonna look too. They like, what is
Right.
wrong with you? Women are saying, what is wrong with you? Men saying, wow, really? Because
Yeah.
because see, a woman that does something like that, she's
Yeah.
saying, look, anybody, any takers in here? Is somebody trying to
Yep.
get that?
Yep.
Who want that? You
Mhm.
you can get it. She looking to see who gonna jump out there, because it's, listen, a narc always want to tear up two households.
Yeah.
Okay? They gonna destroy theirs. That's not even on. That's not even up for debate. Okay,
Yeah.
but if they can convince that one solid family member, that one solid relationship, they can get in there and destroy that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, it was a good day for the devil that day.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
female narcissists are always in competition with every female in the room.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're trying to get that
Woo.
person's partner to notice them. And the first one that they see noticing them, that's the one they hone in on. And that's the
Mhm.
one that they go after.
There you
So
go.
that's why they do stuff like that. They're
Mhm.
always competing with every female in the room because they're looking to take something from that person so that they can feel superior and
Mm.
better to that person. But I'm gonna black out my camera and stuff. My battery is dying. I have to get my charger. I'll be back.
Get your charger, man. And y'all know what too? Also, that's the one. She's the one competing. She's in competition. She like, okay, yeah, your little cousin thinks she cute, but yeah, watch when her man see this.
Mhm.
That's how the female narc is around family.
Yeah. That's how they
When they can see, oh yeah, watch how I grab everybody's attention.
Mhm.
Ooh, Bella. Mwah. Thanks for that super chat. Bella said, my cousin is a narc. His wife is wow. His wife is reaching out to me for advice. The conversations are triggering. Isn't that the first thing that we go through? Like, wow.
Mhm.
And then you like, wow, man. It's confirmation. Hey Bella, that's called confirmation. She said it's triggering. How do I handle that? She is aware that he is a narcissist. You handle it exactly the way that you see everybody else handling it. You know, when somebody is going through it, first of all, she's coming to you because she feels like, obviously, you and her done had some dialogue somewhere, and she's like, okay, this person is sensible, this person is reasonable, this is a real human being right here. So yes, you're gonna be her go-to person
Mhm.
to talk to, because it's like, hey man, who would know your cousin better than you?
Mhm.
So man, look, it is what it is. You got to tell her what it is, and you know what you got to tell her. You just don't want to say it.
And
You got to cut them
codependence
off, baby. You got to say, look, cut them off.
like they start getting those narcissistic fleas, they can become a co-narcissist. That's the term now. And their codependency has kind of started transforming into a co-narcissist, to where they have so many of them fleas as their character that they become very similar to them. So they will recruit a family member. Like my sister and I used to do that to me all the time. I was like empath in the whole narcosphere. So it would be, I can get her to say something about how the husband is mistreating me, set him up. Like it's been many setups where she would like bust him in the act and all this stuff. And you would think that would mean, okay, now you got your proof, you're done. No, they just put
No.
it on you, because now they're doing their co-narcissist role to try to get that narcissist more on their side, get them back home. So now you become the target for both of them. So now it's like,
Why do we do that?
setting them up. It's crazy. This is the
Why do we
narcosphere.
do that? Why do we do? You trying to help them out, and now they weaponize that relationship. Now they against you. Why do we do that?
At a block.
Because we don't be ready to leave. We know it be the truth what that person is telling us, and we don't want to leave, so we don't want to take that advice. And I know, you know, you want to give them that advice, but if she know what he is at this point, she's like a participant in it, and there's nothing you can even really tell her, because at the end of the day, it's going to be her decision to walk away or stay in that. So you just really need to be, I'm going to say like this, just be supportive. That's all you can do, and just be there when she needs you, when it's all said and done. Because I needed that, and that's what my family was when it was all said and done. And that's when she's going to need you the most. Right now, she really don't need you, because she decided that she's going to stay no matter what she see and what she heard and what she know. All you need to do is just be there when she's ready to walk away.
And China, on that note, we have officially changed the word from victim to participant.
Exactly.
Oh, narcissist.
You are not a victim. You are a participant. Listen, you are a participant, a happy participant in your own demise.
Yes.
When you are with one of these cruddy devils, no, we taking the gloves off in here, y'all. We taking the gloves off. When you decide that you're going to be a participant, the narcissist they not with a new supply, they with a new participant. That's what they're with, the new participant. Good gosh.
For whatever
rewriting the book in
they
here.
get out of it, like they get to take jabs at you because they get to sit up there and post with them in a picture. But I mean, what's the trade-off? Because I know the narc acts, like I said, he does himself. Like with somebody who got that type of it's like
I crack up every time you say that. Like he fuck his own self. Like, good gracious.
It's very disturbing. I was like, I know God had to be a truth revealer to make you say something like that to me.
Hold it. I gotta ask you this. What did you say when you saw him doing that?
It's my expression, because he said it like, I just, in a vulnerable state after marriage, like, I'm just so glad I can just open up to you and just share everything. He told me about how he made that deal with the devil while he was in prison, and I'm just sitting up here like, huh? Like my face expressions can't lie. And then it's like, what? And then he said, well, the way he had to seal it, he had to like, do mouth oral himself. And then it's like, what the heck? Like my brain will break. Like no one wants to hear that information. And then he said he had to do that because, and he was like, I'm real flexible. Like you ain't just say what you just said. Like, but
hold on, did you ever see him do it though?
What I seen was the phone when he had the deliverance stuff going, because he's deliverance minister. He got the prayers going through the house. They got to his phone. In the phone, that is the type of pornography he preferred. Trans and men doing themselves with their mouth, their self with their mouth. That's what he preferred to watch. So if you're still watching that after prison, after being in church, after going through some deliverance, I mean, that's a whole demon in a meat suit at that point, because I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out, like, am I being punked? Like, at this point, like,
that is a lot. That's a lot.
That is a lot. It's a whole lot.
And it's imagine.
I was like,
I'm just kind of picturing you walking into the door and he just really getting it in by himself, to himself. Like, wow, you see, like,
I did not catch him in the act. Thank God for that. He sent pictures. He's tried to send videos of other things he did to himself. That he told me, but the watching the video footage of that was sent to me actually by family members, my sons and my nephews that were grown, that happened to say, while he's sitting up here acting like this, he is not who he claimed to be. And they had the screen recording with
Wow.
the timestamp date and everything on the pornography he was
Ooh.
watching.
Ooh.
And I
Ooh.
was just like, oh my goodness. Then he was like, well, that's when he said, like, my nephew had to be this whole like time traveling tech genius to somehow go into time and put that on his phone to bring it to the present. It was some crazy stuff. And I'm just like,
That
but I know
was
you've done this. I
that
know
was
that
so
this is
crazy.
how you get down. Like, if you're used to looking at ebony women and you say you cheated with an ebony woman female, then I know that that's you cheated. So if you say you did this and this is the pornography, I know this is what you would watch.
I think so. I'm gonna say you're right. You called it on that one. You know, you still listen, Keisha. You still walking around here, and you know you're able to make sentences connect properly. You know
Yeah.
when to use your verbs. The average person wouldn't be able to do that at this point. Like, whoa, whoa,
When I
I
first
cannot
felt,
unsee what I saw, and whoo,
I
I,
couldn't I
I'm with
couldn't
you.
even think for some days. Like, did I just hear? Did he just say?
Whew.
Did he
Is he in there doing this to himself? And he like it.
that? I mean, I
Whew.
guess that's a
That's a whole
contract.
lot. That's a whole lot.
The fact that he
Martha.
made a contract with the devil. That
Yeah,
is
yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
other stuff.
And see, we be thinking, man, he crazy. He just talking. No, he's not just
He sealed
talking.
the deal.
He's not just talking. If he told you he a devil, if he told you he made a deal with the devil, and you don't believe it,
Yeah.
you a participant.
That's-
My girl Martha, thanks for the super chat. Martha said, we all have escaped. Yeah, that means we stop participating. Now it's the new one's lesson. There it is. They are trisexual. They'll try everything with a heartbeat. Mice, snakes, worms, frogs.
Mhm.
The ex did three friends of the new supply, the new participant. NP, y'all, the new participant. Yes, indeed. Three friends of the new participant and
Mhm.
impregnated the neighbor of the new participant. Wow, shake my.
Mhm.
So while you were trying to heal, and he all over the internet flashed this new participant, and we thinking, oh wow, they really happy somewhere. They really he love her, and out of nowhere, he getting at all of her girlfriends. Got one of them pregnant.
And her male friends. They go there.
Guys, have we ever heard? Have we heard one story of a narc going to the next person and acting right yet?
No.
No, are making anybody life better. Anything
Anybody,
on YouTube
anything?
that
Are
say
there
after
any
the narcissist,
signs of
my life is
encouragement?
better.
Say what? Say that again.
Or anywhere on YouTube where they say this is how the narcissist made my life better. Like, such a funny.
TikTok
See,
and
they,
TikTok got everything on TikTok.
Yes.
It,
see,
it
but you
ain't.
know
It don't
what?
have that.
It makes it hard when you have these self-awares on here and they're married and they're in relationships and people like choose to believe them because they feel like they changed and they didn't. These people are still the same people. They
Listen,
just have a participant
Have you
who's
listen.
seen their
willing to
wives?
sit there
Hey,
and deal with the shit.
I've
hey,
seen a couple
listen.
of their
And
wives.
and and
They
and a
look
couple
like
of
they
them that you talking about. Well, I'm gonna just say it. You know, some of these because it's only a couple guys, and the women that be in a chat be inboxing me like, man, this fool is all the way married and on here talking
Mhm.
video and still trying to get at everybody in his chat.
Man.
That's unlimited supply. That's the same reason why they got the deliverance ministers doing
but
101s.
but I will say on his behalf, You know, they admit they admit that they're that way. So, you know,
Yeah.
There it is. Take it or leave it. I guess some people just want to hear it straight from the devil's mouth, and which, to each his own.
Yeah.
Sasha, we just want 5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Sasha said, we have a misconception that the new participant that you left with the narc, they broke up 2 supplies ago.
Yes.
They started breaking up when you left the circus. Guys, the moment you leave the circus, ladies, we got to talk about that one night, man. The fact that they are only interested in each other while it's hurting somebody. When it ain't hurting you no more, y'all ever notice that situation just go left out of nowhere? They so strong when you sitting around there heartbroken, crying, ready to fall out, won't eat nothing, won't drink nothing, you won't starving yourself. But the minute you get back to working out and you feeling yourself a little bit, all of a sudden they can't force it to stay together.
See, but you know what, too? They get a kick out of. See, a lot of us think if we go no contact and we still have court cases with them, that stuff work. No, these people love more than anything to flaunt that new participant in your face. And that's the situation that I was going through, but it didn't bother me. But I saw that they was getting a kick out of it. So what I did was I started going into a different room where I can enter the courtroom through that room, because I would tell them I don't want to sit out there with them. And so they couldn't get enjoyment out of sitting in front of me while I have to sit there and watch them, because I started taking myself out of the room to the point where they started trying to get to court to beat me to that room, and they would come in there and can't come because I'm sitting in that room. So these people don't have a mind of their own. Yes.
You saying like you was in the room and they want to come in the room just to sit around you?
No, they knew I was in that room, but they went to the bailiff and pretended like they wanted to be the ones to go sit in that room. And when he opened the door, she's in here.
You saying instead of sitting in the courtroom, you was like, hey, you know what? I ain't even gonna go in the courtroom. I know they in there. I'm gonna sit in the side room. I know it's rooms you're talking about in the back.
Yeah, the side room.
Yeah.
And so what they would do, pretend to go in there so I could see them. Pretend to want to go in there. So these people, yes, they love to try to make you miserable and participate in that bullshit to keep you down and to try to continue to break you, but it never worked.
Oh, man. Sasha said, how long did it take you guys to enjoy music again after the disastrous discard? It took me 6 months to turn the radio back on. The only thing I could listen to was narc videos like yours, Harrio. Well, thank you, Sasha. I appreciate the love. You know, music is my thing. That's my thing. So for me, I always, but you know, the thing about music is when you're going through that heartbreak, you're going to get to know a heartbreak song, and you're gonna know that song from back to front, from front to back, and sideways, and then you're gonna get to know all of the heartbreak songs, you know, because they have a meaning to you now. It's not just, you know, a song anymore. It's like, whoa, they went through what I went through. So I'm gonna just say, for me, I don't remember the time frame. I just remember what the moment for me was. And the moment for me where I really gained my freedom, the moment was the energy that I felt from empowering myself by simply admitting dog, you participated in that. That wasn't something that was done to you. You were a willing participant. You knew who this person was. I ain't know they was gonna turn into that. You saw the potential.
Yeah.
I saw it from the beginning. I'm gonna just say it, shame to tell the truth, shame the devil.
Thanks.
I knew from the very beginning and stayed in that crap 25 years. So that's shameful. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I got 100 million excuses. I got more excuses than a joker going to jail. Okay. And the only thing that set me free was the day I said, champ, you were a participant in that craziness in your life. Ain't no you was the victim. You were not the victim there, sir. You were a willing participant. And I'm telling you, and see, the way it worked in my mind, the way my mind received participant was because I was looking at videos too, and everybody say you're a victim. So victim meant I wasn't responsible for what I went through with that person. They did it, all of this. They did it. And don't get me wrong. They did everything. Okay. I get that. Yes, they did. They did everything cruddy. And listen, they did crud on levels you have no clue of what they were trying to do to you.
Mm-hmm.
But again, the empowerment moment for me, it was a moment. And that moment began the second that I could look in the mirror and say, man, you participated in that. That is what empowered me, because now it said, you're not a victim, champ.
Yeah.
You controlled it. You controlled it. You took exactly how much you could take. You controlled it. You were there. You really didn't want to be there. You just did not muster up the strength. You did not muster up the strength to separate yourself from your demise. A fool in his folly are just like a dog. A fool will return to his folly just as a dog will return to his vomit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that was me. But the moment that I said, you were a participant, champ, you ain't no victim. There's a difference. Okay. A victim, that's something that happened to somebody when they in a car accident, when they get robbed. That's a forced situation. You're a victim is forced into something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That means somebody had a gun and they start shooting, or they robbed you. What they did, they took advantage of you. That wasn't what happened. I was there. There was no weapon.
Yeah.
I fully participated. Your Honor. I participated. I was co-conspirator with this person. I co-conspired with this person to commit this fraud called a marriage. Yes, I conspired with this person in this fraudulent marriage that was a total fraud. And I promise you, after that, just acknowledging it, everything in my life changed. And I mean everything.
Mm-hmm.
What about y'all, ladies? What about y'all?
And we might get deceived. Like, I look at it like it's football season, right? So you look at it like, because a lot of times I hear even from patients, like, some feedback is like, well, why would God allow this then? Like, I don't feel like that. I feel like God put this person in my life and blah blah blah. First, God don't even have nothing to do with the devil. This is what he do. He's love. He's so loving. He gonna let you, like, have this free will. Now these flags, like, say you out here and you playing football, a flag went, a penalty flag. The narc was out there deceiving. We do get deceived. Deceive is when a lie is presented and you start to believe the lie. That's deception. So we get deceived. We believe that this person is starting to be and say a little bit of what they said they are. So they might do a little gifts or whatever dance they do in the love bomb. But then those flags is out there. Now what happened? God done threw the flag out there like, hey, shoot, don't believe that. This is disagreeing with what I said do. And then a challenge happened. We did the challenge. We gonna throw our challenge flag. Like, I don't know. I want this person. They look and smell good. They doing the stuff I need for them to do. So we threw our challenge out there.
Did you say smell good?
Because they put on all the perfume and cologne in the beginning. This is beginning. It's before you see who they really are. You got the penalty flag that didn't hit you. God was like, nope, not the one. But you said, God, I'm about to challenge that. You threw your flag. And so now everybody observing, he gonna go based on what your free will want. If you want that narc hard enough, you about to go through some things. He tried to tell you, he threw the flag, you ignored the flag. So that's kind of how we get entangled in this. So we get deceived. And then once that flag hit us, that's the truth. When we start saying, I'm cool on the truth, I don't want to know it, then we become that participant. So that participant is what get us in that, however long we going to be in Delulu land. But once you come out and you take that accountability, like, yeah, I was just hating myself. I wanted this fantasy. I actually enjoyed somebody calling me and talking to me all the time. Even if it was to argue, they was giving me attention that went back to childhood of being invisible.
Yeah.
So it's like somebody is noticing me all the time. So that was something that I had to take accountability for because that was toxic. But once that healing started, getting to her question with the music, I don't like, for me, like, music is worship. So I don't like the radio music. A lot of that stuff is programmed to get you to feel a certain way. And the artists out here now, they gonna get you to crave a narcissist. You might have to listen to some of them old jams, like the 90s to early 2000s. After that, it's really, really wicked. But you wanna like, it's programmed for the narcs. Like, I heard my niece singing some songs. It's exactly her lifestyle. But if you put on just some instrumental and sing them songs to God, that's healing. Like a lot of the songs that I was kind of like singing and writing to God, so many of them got my feelings out. It got them emotions out. I was able to cry in a safe place with him. And then he was supernaturally do the healing. Because we have to go to him instead of going to a person for something that only he can do. Like, that's a miracle to get a different heart. But I mean, ain't no telling what our brains look like. We don't have the horns, but it's some dark spots when you go through trauma. Like, your brain start to take on the person, like the abuser, because you're in fight or flight a lot too. But it might not be like the horns, like theirs. I was like, oh, this brain scan is damaging. Oh.
Yeah.
See, for me, it took a month because I gave myself a time frame and I said, you're going to get up out this funk. You're going to do what you got to do for your kids. And when that day came, I hit the ground running. I said, I'm not finna sit in this shit. But like you said, there's songs out there that guide you one way or the other. And the song that I used to listen to was Scissor, I Hate You. And I used to sing that song and sing it and sing it and sing it. And then I eventually let it go. Like I said, I gave myself a time frame, but I binge watched Harry-O for a whole month until I got through that funk, a whole month. And I've been binge watching him since. I go back and watch these videos when we're done. And because I want to, it's like you're saying this, but you still want to hear it in replay. And so, yeah, I do get intrigued by what we all say. And I go back and I watch it and I study this stuff. And I, come up with ideas and stuff and watch other channels to help people distinguish between the bullshit that's being put out there. And so I continue to watch these channels, but it took a month for me because I decided that I was done with the whole situation, because I always had this rule, no married person spend one night out of the home. And this man decided that he did more than that. And so I'm like, this is over. So I might as well move forward. And that's exactly what I did. But like I said, my family was there for me. It didn't take me long. I filed for that divorce and I haven't looked back, and I'm looking forward to the end of this month where it's all going to be over. And I used to want to party, but you know what? I'm just grateful that it's over. I don't even want to party.
Just
I don't
glad
want
to get out
any
of
of that. And that's why I moved, because I don't give a damn who he's with, who he's going to be with next. He just can't spin my block because I moved the street over.
Well, let the church say amen. Jays. Thanks for that super sad chat, Jays. Jay said, why don't they go to another country and them and their 5 wives will live happily ever after?
Jesus.
Listen, we still be having these beliefs that somewhere there's happiness. Guys, that's another thing. That's another thing, Sasha. That's another thing. We still have that belief that at some point in this person's life, they're going to be happy. That at some point in their life, happiness will be what they want. They're going to try to achieve it. No, that's what I used to believe. A narcissist only wants you to think they're happy. That's it. They're content. They're content with you just thinking, just believing they somewhere just living the life, that their life is so incredible and that you were the one that missed out. As long as they think that you feel some type of way, because and guys, the only reason that you feel some type of way is because you don't know the real truth of the story of their entanglement, whoever they have entangled. You just don't know the whole backstory. And guys, once you know what's going on, because we be thinking, ain't no way that person is still with you. If you doing the same crazy mess you was doing with me, ain't no way that person gonna be with you. Yes, there is a way. You're proof that there's a way because you put up with it. And the new person gonna put up with even more.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's the crazy part right there.
Yeah.
The new person, watch them, half of them, most of them watched the narc take you through all that craziness.
Yep.
And now the new participant is standing just like a deer in the headlights saying, ain't no way you gonna try to do that to me.
Mm-hmm.
While the narc is doing it to them.
Yeah.
Come on. While they're doing it to them, they're sitting there saying, ain't no way you gonna try. After I helped you torture this other person, and you gonna do this to me? Yes. Guys, the narcissists, all they really want is for everybody that ever knew them to just believe that they're somewhere happy. Somebody's putting up with that craziness somewhere because they know how we think. They know how we think. They know that as long as they're in a relationship somewhere with somebody, they know that we think they must be acting different for this other person.
Yeah.
And sometimes y'all will get so desperate, you'll call that other person just to find out, like, how you dealing with all this, the mood swings and that craziness and that bipolar attitude. And the new person will say, the new participant will tell you, oh, they don't do that with me. Oh no, they know. I ain't having none of that. That was you. And they lying. They are lying. If somebody told you that person they don't do this, they don't do that, they a lie.
Yeah.
They a lie. They listen, they riding with that same lie you was riding with. And don't tell me that they not lying, because you lied. You lied when you was with the narc.
Yeah.
You was in there lying to people, faking like y'all had something, walking around pretending we holding hands. Okay, we might have something. You remember that day y'all went, just some random day, not no special occasion, y'all was holding hands for a couple seconds. Yeah, you was lying. You knew that snake was gonna bite you again, and they did.
Yeah.
Ever after. And now you sitting around here got the nerve to even mention. You got the nerve to even mention. No, I don't think they doing that. And there's so many people that came into the chat and said, well, I ain't gonna say it's so many, because it's a few. They ain't a lot. But a few people have come in the chat to say, nah, I really think that, they seem like they really happy. They really know. If a narcissist is ever in a relationship, and y'all mark my word on this, if a narcissist ever gets in a relationship and is happy, they are going to absolutely destroy everything happy about it. And they are going to rip that new participant's heart right out of their chest. And I mean, just like they was a top 10 surgeon, but they not using no anesthesia. No anesthesiologist will be in the room. They are going to snatch that person's heart right out of their chest. Okay, while they sitting there talking to them. There is a narcissist is not going to conform, and they're not going to get in no relationship with somebody and it's happiness. That drives them crazy.
They would never feel like they gonna contribute to another person's happiness. That's like degrading to them. Like how dare somebody put them in that situation? Like, I'm using my energy and who I am to make another happy. No. Everyone has to make me happy. That's how they think.
And look, let's go to the core of this dog. Let's go to the core of this dirty, trifling crut ball. You got to be happy at your core in the first place. Okay? You got to be happy at your core in the first place to want happiness around you. How is somebody that at their core is the dirtiest, cruddiest dog you ever met in your life, and you got the nerve to think they somewhere creating happiness?
Sure.
Man, slap yourself. Slap yourself, because you is still in Delulu. You still over there in Delulu, man.
And we choose to forget that these people are the grumpiest fucking people on the planet, no matter what their age are. They just so fucking grumpy and unhappy with life, and they complain about what stage they're in their life, but never try to do anything to fix it. And like I said, everything that they say that they had, it's always past tense. They never have. And that's why if you guys meet somebody who's down on their luck, that's their karma. Do not bail them out of that shit. That's God showing them that you're not me. You're not the shit. You're nothing but a fucking flick of a booger to me. But you want to be me, and you can't have shit unless I give it to you. I'm sorry for putting God and cuss words in the same sentences, but I need to say this because they think that they almighty God, and they're not, and they don't have nothing unless somebody else give it to them. All they have is a fucking dream that somebody else has to bring to fruition for them, because they don't have the tools, they don't have the knowledge to get there. And that's why they find people like us who's going to give them that lift up in life, because they can't do it themselves. A lot of them not even educated. And if they are, they're not even in the field that they went to school for. These people don't have the knowledge and they don't have the mental capacity to be on our level. And that's why they bring us down to their level, because that's the only way that they can deal with us and make us feel like they're better than us, which they really are, because they took us out of our character and created us and molded us to be the person that's either on their level or beneath them. And that's when they do their best gaslighting and manipulation. And that's how they get us. That's why they don't like people with standards. That's why they cheat with other people, because they know that person don't have standards, and it's easier for them to leave you because you're waking up. So I'm going to run over here where this person is on my level, and all I got to do is knock them down a notch, and I can take full control of this person, whereas we're going to take work.
And it's worship. It's just like Satan. They like they daddy. Like, everybody got to understand, hey, daddy is the devil, you know, and they just like him. He wants to be worshiped. He wants everybody. He said, I'm going to be like the Most High. A narc wants to be worshiped. They can go and they know they can be with a prostitute for that time that person is worshiping them. They can have friends that don't have anything going on with their life. They're going to sit and stare at them and worship them. That's all they want is worship. They don't want love. They don't care about what nobody look like. They messing with everything. They prefer themselves. That's how Satan is. Like, if they had, they can be hermaphrodites. They will all want to be hermaphrodites, so they can just sit there and indulge themselves. They don't want all of that from other people unless they can use it to get them under a spell, trap them, to get cipher out those resources or that image or whatever they need. And that they're designed for destruction, like their daddy. That's all they want. They're embittered. When they had that PTED out there, most of them, that's who they are. They can talk about things happening in their childhood, but they live in a state of embitterment at all times. Bitterness, that is something happens. You can acutely be upset. A lot of times you go through your process, you heal, you forgive, you get through a process. Them, they are the bitter. Okay, they are the bitter. That it's not going away. It's something that they have identified as one of their pronouns can be embitterment. That's them.
You know what? I think that this narc is the devil's for real, because I swear he has a total of 5 6s in his social security number, and it's the fourth. Yes, it's the fourth number and the fifth number and the last 3.
They be their kids.
Yes.
I know the first time you saw that, you was thinking,
hell yeah.
Hey, dude, do you know your social security number got 3 6s in it at the end?
Yes.
I was like,
he just saying he's living up to it. He was like, hey, I'm gonna live up to what that's my social security number. I'm like, hey, look, now you know. Man. Martha, thanks for the super chat. Martha said, I know of his cruddy behavior because I've got a helicopter view on his social media password. Learned a lot about the narc. I shut it up to the new victim. Participant? The new participant? Look here. You know, like Martha said, she's like, hey, I do have a bird's eye view. Hey, Martha, so you already know. It ain't no good and if you just got that one, could you just imagine what's going on in all the rest of them? All the dating sites he's on? Oh my goodness, man. These people, guys, when y'all hear about the dating pool is crazy out here, just remember, these are the people that everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
That's what's in the dating pool right there. They got doo-doo in the dating pool, man.
Yeah.
My doo-doo in the pool. Bella, thanks for the super chat. Bella said the narc hated that Scissor song. That was my song. What Scissor song you talking about, Bella? Which one?
The one I mentioned.
Which one?
I Hate You.
Oh, I hate you. I ain't never heard. I like Scissor. She nice.
You better listen to that one then.
Say, I hate you. Daggone it. Man, it ain't nothing the narc ever did, the narc will ever achieve that could make me even think the word hatred toward somebody that weak. People, we just think the narc is something bigger than it is. It ain't. You just think they went off somewhere into la la land and the land of willy-nilly, and they just happy. They someone that is dark, someone that is down, someone that is full of that much anger.
With a deranged brain, you gotta understand you're
My
dealing with
bad.
a
Did I leave
deranged
that part out? Did I leave
brain
that
here.
part out? They are totally, completely deranged, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. If they woke up happy, they probably bust themselves in the head with a hammer. Bow! They're like, what's wrong with me? I woke up this morning, I was happy. What? Whoa. And we were talking about like Keisha was saying a little while ago, if they could be just all hermaphrodites, that's what they would want to do. They use intimacy. They listen, and I'm saying males and females alike. They use that to get you in a certain place mentally. That's all that's about. They're like, okay, well, if we doing this, then everything. Yeah, I'm on track. I got you. Because the only way you gonna open up, that means you open. Okay, to be intimate with somebody, you got to be open to a certain level. You got to be open, and that's when they're saying, "I got you, I got you, and I'm going to abuse you. I just want to get you pulled in more and more." Because we think, see, the way our minds work is, if we intimate, that means you love me. That's how we think. If you intimate with me, that means you love me. You kissing on me and you telling me all the stuff I want to hear. You love me. Okay. Say what you want. You love me. Yeah. And the narc is thinking, yeah, that's what you think. But I ain't gonna show you nothing like that. No,
they know the anatomy and they know sex causes emotions. And that's why they use that as a weapon. And a lot of them will have sex with you and then ghost you because they know it's going to play on your mental. And you're going to figure out, you're going to devalue yourself and bring yourself down to their level and beg them and want to be with them and become needy and desperate. So they don't have to put in any work anymore. So now they just want to use that as a weapon. And that's how they're adjusting out here. They're changing the tactics. Like, y'all just don't understand how prevalent that this information is. Everybody has access to it. And these people are trying to change up their tactics. But it's getting dangerous. And I advise any and everybody at this time, stay single. Because what's going on out there, you don't want to get something that you didn't earn. These people earn these STDs and these diseases that they got because they went out there sleeping with everybody. We didn't earn that. So I think it's very vital that we keep our valuables to ourselves right now. I'm not out here doing anything because I don't want what's out there. I don't want my life to end because somebody else didn't cherish their body. I cherish mine. Mine is a temple. And I'm going to keep this temple safe. If anything happens, it's going to be because of me. And condoms, they can manipulate condoms as well because they do want to trap you with babies and everything. Or I want men to trap them. To have babies with the females. This is how they're getting. If they see you as valuable, that if you're not going to marry them, they're going to find a way to keep you in their life. And that's through a baby.
That's right.
And they'll stay with you until that abortion period end because they know you can have an abortion. So they want to stay with you those first months where you can't get rid of that baby, and then they will ghost you or leave your life. So be very, very careful. I know you can use condoms, but I say don't do it at all.
Man, listen, if you know that you're dealing with a narcissist, you know it. and you haven't mustered up the strength to cut them completely off, and you
Yeah.
still, even time to time, you still even intimate with them, do us all a favor and just use protection. Especially, listen to this part, especially if you're married.
Yeah.
If y'all not married, then you might have a chance. But if you're married to a narcissist, I can assure you, not only are they cheating, if you're with a narcissist, they definitely are cheating, and they're definitely not using protection.
See, and it's worse when you're married too, because they rely heavily on sex workers because they want them one night stands. They're not really trying to get in no commitment. They just want something on the side. But see, people who just in a relationship, they got options. They can go out there and pick from this woman and that woman. But the married person have to take what they can get. And sometimes sex workers are what they can get at that moment. And these sex workers are sleeping with everybody. And that's why they said married couples are the ones who really have these diseases versus a single person. It's more married people. So you got to be very careful, because you're giving them that option to go out there and sleep with different people. They never leave these dating apps. I tell you, not even when they get a new person, they be in the bed with you, swiping left, swiping right, and they just moved in with you that day, or they just start talking to you. You could be on the first date with them and they're swiping. They're still on these dating apps because they need that attention.
Yeah. While you busy putting your mind into something productive in life, like you might have they like to get busy people too as like primary supply, because they know that they're busy, like working or busy doing this. They don't have time to do that. But the narc is not doing anything really super productive. They either get ahead in life by their looks, by their friendships, by connections, but they're not putting in hard work and just really building something brick by brick. They don't believe in that. That's for the common folk. That's how they feel. They're entitled. But they do have time to find out what all new apps. They always have those grimy flying monkeys. They be like, hey, bro, look at this new app. Look at this new app. Look how many girls on here. They always can download those apps. They can always meet up, hook up. It's so many different ones. Like it's insane. But that's
and look, they forming new ones every single day.
Yeah, adult friend finder. Like I seen so much stuff on the ex's computer and things. I'm like, what is this stuff? Like it
and look
meetups and group ups. It's some craziness.
And you know what? It's so much out there. If you're not into that, just trust and believe they're in at least 10 to 15 of those different apps and groups, man. And I'm not talking about something that's just dating. Okay, that's no, that's a front. When you catch the narc on a dating site, they be looking at you like, oh my goodness, you tripping off Tinder.
Right.
Group ups, meetups.
Man, you don't have a clue what's going on out this camp. Look, I was looking at the chat. Kathy Corbin said they cheat and then blame you for it. And then Katie Lynn said that's why they stare at you during the act. They don't feel a thing.
They don't.
They're watching what you're feeling.
Yeah.
Trying to see what it feels like to be a human.
Nah, that's not it.
Listen, I said this years ago. I'm gonna stick with it. It is my belief that we are dealing with Terminators. They are cyborgs. They are cyborgs.
I told you who their daddy is. It's like that Maury Povich show. They open the envelope. Satan, you are the daddy. That's
there you go. There you go. You are the devil. Yes.
People sometimes too, they stare at you because they think you faking it. Because they faking it, so they think you're faking it. Whatever they project onto you, what they feel and how they feel. It's not, they want to make sure that manipulation is working and that you're not faking and that you're truly feeling those emotions so they can plan their next move.
Man, you know, it.
And they try to give you the script for that. How does this feel? Does this belong to me? I mean, it's just so many scripts.
Ooh,
Everything to them is a script.
every
That's it.
every single thing, and it, and guys, like I said, we be sitting back thinking that mirroring us is so difficult. It's not. It's basic. Do what a good person would do. Act like a good person. That's how the devil thinks. Let me do what a good person would do. It's the same way we would think if you were trying to. It's like if you had to get initiated into this gang or this cult, right? You already know I got to go in there with the mindset that they have. These people are all of them. They cruddy. They stab each other in the back over everything. Imagine yourself going to a job interview.
Mm-hmm.
You go into a job interview, you're trying to mirror the person who is interviewing you. You want to give them the answers that they want to hear. And that's what a narc sees when they are dealing with us. They're on the listen. I got on my application. Look here. No, man, I love long walks in the park. I do that right now myself. I can name every flower in the park. Okay. The park over here off of what you call it? What do you know about this park over here that I'm just making up and you don't know?
Right.
Oh wow. So you're really not into this. Oh, okay. What about just simple things, holding hands and long kisses, and I'm a kisser, I'm really a kisser. So, and you sitting there listening to all this stuff thinking you just gonna enjoy this person. Like, really?
I said he loved drinking blood. He was like
wow.
Blood. Like, you want to drink some blood?
You know what my jam is?
He said during the act, so he wanna during the act, I guess he wanna bite somebody and drink their blood. I don't know.
Bite you on your neck.
Pineapples.
Dracula.
You know what my favorite jam is that they say they in their bios, they love to travel, but then when it comes time to meet up, they car in the shop.
Yes, all the time.
You know what? I often wonder how y'all get past that stage. How do people, how does it turn into, oh yeah, I forgot my wallet and blah blah blah, and how does a date turn into, hey, you know what? I left out the house. I forgot my wallet. Can you pay for it? Or on the flip side of it, hey, I need to get my kids something to eat too, so I'm gonna add another steak dinner to that.
Yeah.
And I know we just met, but I'm saying, like, how does one finish a date like that?
That's true. You can't even go to the store. Well, can you give me some gum? They always have to get you to dispense something, pick up something, pay for something. They don't feel like they've accomplished anything unless they had you spending some of your money on something they don't even need. Yes, that's all part of the manipulation.
It's not even just that too. It's a test to see if you're willing to give.
Yeah.
So if they ask you for something small and you get it, it gradually goes up till they ask for more and more, and then they know they got you. So it'd be a test too.
Yes. Woo, ladies. Y'all see this? Y'all see this tonight?
Like, I bought them a shirt. Another female, it just be crazy stuff. Them religious narcs.
Look here. We're gonna have to start doing intermissions on this joint on Friday, because this joint just be endless, right? Like, all right, we're gonna take a 10-minute intermission.
The blood thing is weird though. People, they crazy. Don't ever do that stuff. Like, I don't know, the devil. That's what the devil wants. People blood.
Man, if somebody say they gonna drink some blood, I strongly just admit, hey, look, man, go ahead, just start running.
When I get I mean, shoot. I'm looking at myself every morning, I make sure I don't have no pressure. Just crazy.
Before we wrap this up, I want to comment on that comment when she said, overall, we need to pray for them. You asking us to pray for somebody that God turned his back on. So our prayers is going unheard to pray for these people because God has already turned them over to their reprobate mind. So there's no prayer. This is something that they have to do on their own. They have to go to God themselves. We cannot pray for
Come on,
them.
man.
It's
Come
not going
on,
to
man.
have to
Come
happen.
on,
They have to
China.
go to God
Come
themselves.
on now. Now, China, come on now.
I mean,
First of all, you know they not gonna say no prayers. Not no
Right.
real ones. Number one.
Right.
And number two, I gotta agree with the comment. Hey, look, guys, like it or not, I know
you
that
pray for them. You
this
pray
is
for
the
mercy. Like you just say, God have mercy, like you would do any unbeliever or
that's
however,
it. There
and
you
you
go.
don't know, and
There
then
you
you be
go.
like, God,
Lord,
release me from that
let
thing.
your will be done. There you
Yeah,
go. Let your will be done.
mercy on them. They gonna need it.
Let
Don't
me
try to
stand out your way.
save them because that's gonna
Let me
get you into
stand out the
anything.
way because I was in your way. I kept getting in the way and I kept getting my beating too. But real talk, I that was at one time. That's all I used to say. I said, man, look here, man, that narc ain't doing too good. Y'all need to pray for them, man. They hurting. They down bad over there. Guys, for everybody in here that think the narc somewhere living the life, somewhere happy, man, listen, y'all need the only place they're gonna be happy, and I've said this time and time again. The only place on this planet that the narcissist is happy is in your imagination.
Yeah.
It's not even happiness in your mind. You have to imagine that they're that they're happy. Okay. You have to imagine that they're happy because all of your memory of what you went through with this person is a total atrocity. It is all anger. It is all bitter. It is all darkness. That's what they showed you that they were at their core. They showed you who they are at their core. And we still think that somewhere in that trifling, empty, dark, doo-doo filled core, we still think it's something because that's what's in you. You think it's got to be something happy in there because that's what's inside of you. That's why we believe it. That's why we believe we love them. We really do. We really be sitting there trying to know. I know I love them because this pain that I'm feeling, it's just the worst I ever felt before. No, it's the worst you ever felt before because you ain't never betrayed yourself like this before. You ain't never lied to yourself about a fake relationship like you lied to yourself about this one. They lied to you and you knew they was lying and you participated. That's what the pain is. It ain't no pain about them. And how can you be in pain, guys? When you in pain from something, everybody in here that's grown, 99.9, 100% of us have had a toothache. Good God. 99.100% of us has had a toothache. Ladies and gentlemen, when they get that tooth out your mouth, you don't care what you look like. You just like, Lord, thank you.
Man.
Lord, thank you for getting that. Because that tooth, that little tiny tooth, it's the biggest pain your body will ever feel. I ain't never felt nothing like that. I think a toothache, I think that's right up there with that birth pain. I ain't never had a child before, but that tooth pain is somewhere right there. And guys, the minute they take that tooth out your mouth, you're free from the pain. That nerve is no longer there throbbing underneath that bad tooth. Well, if the narcissist was the source of the pain when they out of your life, why aren't you free from the pain. Because the narc isn't the source of the pain. That's just your belief
Exactly.
that
I
they're
was
the
gonna
source
say
of
that
the pain.
the pain is that reality you got to now face because that little
Say it.
narc band-aid got ripped off.
Say
Like
it
that's
again.
the pain. The pain is that reality you got to now face. All that childhood wounds, like all they did because they ripped off that fantasy band-aid so hard, it reopened all of the wounds from the past and from childhood that's just bleeding out.
Mm,
Like those
mm,
are
mm.
those soul wounds that only God can heal.
Come
But
on.
that's a lot of times that when they say, like, praying for these people, and this is where this is how the enemy can trick people up. This is what he do, because he's a deceiver. What he does is he'd say, hey, you're supposed to pray for your enemies, you got to love those who hurt you, all of that. And that's true. That's Matthew 5:44. Definitely do that. He don't say stay in the mess, in the pit, and keep on trying to like rescue them or go against God's word to deal with them. He literally never told you to be entangled with them. It's so many scriptures in there that say run, like don't be in the path of the wicked. They
Come
got
on.
destruction. He got so many warnings with exclamation points when dealing with these
Come
type
on.
of people. But we put ourselves in this, and then when we put ourselves in this, now we want to try to pray, and like some people, not everyone, manipulate the spirit realm. Okay, you already was dealing with a witch and a warlock. Now they got you participating with narc fleas, making you now a witch and a warlock. You manipulating the spirit realm. You can't manipulate the spirit realm for a desired outcome. You gotta like, all right, God,
Ooh.
there you go. I'm sorry. I repent. I'm praying for them. Have mercy. Love them however you need me to love them. Matthew 5:44 on them. And you have to walk away. Once you say that prayer, that's it. Let that be done. Just write it out,
I
just like
just
the
look. I
verse.
just read that one. I'm gonna read it. Matthew 5:45. That
Matthew
ye
5.
may be the children of your Father which
It's
is
the
in
44.
heaven.
Go back a verse.
Huh?
Go back a verse. It's the 5:44.
5:44. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go. Look here. Yes, indeed. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Uh-oh. There it is. Matthew 5:44 says, but I say to you, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you. This verse is a part of the sermon. Okay. They just talking about them. Okay.
And that's when, and do not get tricked up by those words. He is not talking about being in a relationship with these people or being in a demonic covenant that you put together yourself. And then let's do these acts. Let's do exactly what he say here. No, people going through some persecution. You're going to deal with a lot of wicked people in life, at the job, at different places. You still have your unconditional love there for humanity, period. You can pray for them. God help them, because they need it. Like they need some mercy. Help them,
They do.
whatever way you need to help
They
them.
do.
But you separate yourself. He say, come out from in amongst them. Be ye not unequally yoked.
Come on.
Separate yourself. Like there are so many scriptures that he say, what fellowship has light with darkness? Like it's so many there that when people put one verse and say, well, I'm supposed to pray for him because he's my enemy and all of that, that's the devil. You've been deceived. Like you
Yeah.
doing everything else that God say don't do, but you're gonna use one word twisted like the snake, because
Come
that's
on.
what they do. They can twist the word. They know it inside and out, probably better than a lot of Christians. They can read it 5, 6, 7 times. They don't absorb it. They don't live it. They can read it like a textbook, and they can quote it and twist it. And what you have to do is
Wow.
like get out of the Lululand. Hey, this stove
Lulu.
is hot. I burned about 5 of my fingers. I'm gonna like keep this other hand and I'm gonna walk away.
Man. All of them. What you got going on over there?
And bad kids.
Kids.
We wanted
Trying to just give us their whole, she give us their whole perspective. Yeah, look here. Okay. But and at the end of the day, she still can smile because she can say, man, I done been to hell, champ. This, this, this is love around here. You know what I'm saying? That's children playing. You can appreciate it. Oh, okay, ladies. We done went into triple overtime. Hey, what y'all gonna leave these people with tonight? Because man, y'all gave it up tonight up in here. China came in here sounding like Froggy, but she made it through. She got through it. She like, look here. Look here. She said, listen, China texted me earlier this. She said, look here, man. I don't know about tonight because my throat ain't right. And then it was a side of me. I knew better. I was like, no, China love doing this. Stop. Listen, y'all can say what you want. This like taking a bath to China. She love it. Then she say, no, you know what? My voice. She sent me a text later. My voice, dude, it's a little better. It's a little better. She went and got her hot tea, her hot lemon and tea, you know. She said, I'm gonna make it on through this because I got something for these people. Ain't that a good feeling though? Ain't that a good feeling when you just like, man, I love helping other people get to, because you know what it feels. Guys, when you going through this, y'all know, when you going through it, you feel hopeless. You feel like, man, you don't see, even if you don't say it, you don't see yourself getting to that other side.
Yeah.
You just look at like, wow, so this is going to be the rest of my life? I'm going to be in this pain? Mm-hmm. Hell no, you're not going to be in this pain for the rest of your life. Not hanging around us. It's not going to happen. I personally am not going to let you linger in the abyss of pain and disappointment in this life. Yeah. No. Absolutely no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. What y'all leaving them with tonight, ladies? Give them something. Give them something to chew on for the weekend.
I want to leave everybody with, like, when we look at the new supply, like, we don't want to be deceived.
The new who?
The new participants. We don't want to be deceived into thinking that they gained anything. Like, they didn't gain nothing, no love, no nada. There's no love in the narc. And we have to not identify our perception, because everything is based on perception, our perception of love based on culture. Because when we broke that word down, that URE is the action of a cult. So when you're dealing with the action of, that's URE in Latin, of a cult, the CULT, that's culture. So we can't base like what love is off of that. Well, love is if they treat me right, or love is if they argue, or we have makeup, whatever. Like, that's love. Like, that's not, none of that is love. God, he talks, he say a lot. He said, hey, I'm love. And he got some criteria for what love is. Like, it doesn't boast. It's not envious. A narcissist is envious.
Can you speak on that, please?
A narcissist.
Can you walk us back through what God said love is again, please?
Just a moment. Is he's love. Okay, they don't love him. So if they don't have him in them, no love. Not even the fake them, because we gonna break it down to get to these religious narcs, because they tricking everybody in church. Most of my exes are in somebody's church somewhere in a building near you, getting supply, taking people up top. Okay. So get these characteristics. They don't boast. You ain't gonna hear them bragging all about their past and all that stuff, because that's not love. So that's a flag. They're not envious. They're not sitting there with the stink face like something stink. Like, that's their face, because they negative and complainers, talking about everybody because they're envying everybody and what they got. They don't parade themselves. They don't behave rudely. What nice narcs do you know? There's no nice narcs. They all rude. Everybody on here can say, yep, my narc was rude. They did rude things. They don't they don't think evil. This is love. Love don't think evil. Narcs think evil. They don't rejoice in like iniquity and sin and stuff. Narcs do. They love being with everybody, sleeping with everybody, doing all these terrible acts. They love it. They will run to an accident, run to a fight. They want to see people hurt. They think it's funny. They enjoy it. This is the key right here. Even if you don't know what love is on no levels, just this one sentence to change it out. It say they rejoice in truth. What narc you know honest? I mean, name one. Like, there's not one
I'm
honest
trying to
narc.
figure out how you put those two words together.
It say they rejoice in truth. Like that's what love is. Somebody who can be truthful and be happy that they telling the truth. They got love for you. They bear all things, they believe all things, they hope all things. Like, and this is like in God. They endure all things. Soon as the narc make the fire hot, they bail out. They want to set you up, go rob the bank, huh? Here go one of the bags and run off. Just stand right here. I'm gonna go get the car. And whoop, whoop, whoop. Now you going to jail with the one bag. You know, that's what narcs do. They do that. It say love never fails. Everybody out here can say they narc has failed them. That's not love. They gonna fail the new supply and the 20 supplies after them and the 20 supplies with them, the 20 co-participants. They fail. And that's where we at. So we have to understand that God rescued us. It is a scripture in there that say he redeems us from destruction. Anyone who can redeem us from destruction, which is God, that's love. And we got to understand what love is, because he is love, and he loved us enough to get us out of that stuff with that demonic narc before they dragged us to the pit with him.
Come on.
I want to leave you guys with this. When that person, you guys are worried about what's going on in that other situation, just know this. We led two people to their own insecurities. And our pain is what helped them forget it for a minute, because they felt like somebody was worse off than them in life and that they were the cause of it. I'm not concerned about if that person is happy or miserable, and you guys should not be neither. You shouldn't be watching their social media. You shouldn't even care. And even though you did look and it seems like they're happy, just know, never forget this. We were at our happiest with them when we had to fake it. And that was the happiest we've ever been with them. Our happiness wasn't real, it was faked. So they're not over there happy with that new person. They're abusing that person worse. And that person is abusing themselves as well, because now they took on our worries. And that narc also took on our worries, because now they have to worry about, is that person going to cheat on them? And this is both people thinking this. Is that person going to cheat on them? Is that person going to dog them like they did you? Is that person going to leave me? And then if I have a baby with this person, is this person going to get child support? Is this person going to abandon their child? All the worries and struggles they took with them. We're just carrying it because we choose to. You need to get out of that funk and get out of that mind frame and walk away from that situation if you're still in it, or stay gone. Because if you invite these people back into your life, they now know that you're willing to take everything that they've done to you 10 times over, and they damn sure gonna make sure that they do it 10 times or 20 times more than they did the first time.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
Radio host.
we're going to ask you to come back with a verdict of guilty. We're going to ask you to come back with a verdict of guilty to this crap. Well, I'm going to tell y'all like this. We up here in triple OG overtime in here this evening. And it don't even seem like it. It seemed like we could just talk about this till tomorrow night. Because when you have an authentic connection, when you have an authentic conversation, when you really dig deep, deep, and I'm saying that's all of us. We have to go deep into our own character to figure this stuff out.
Yeah.
We're just at a place now where we can say, oh, okay, this is what that was. We are at a place where we can identify it. And I'm saying, guys, this is for everybody here. This is for everybody here. Everybody here. You listen, you're not the last person that's going to go through this. You're not the last person you're going to know that's going to go through this. Everybody needs to know not only how to get yourself out of it, while you're going through this process, you need to mentally, and you need to take some notes. You need to take mental notes and some physical notes on this. You need to write it down, what you're going through, what it feels like when you're in that, when you really are in the heat, when it breaks up, that initial breakup. Y'all remember that first night we didn't spend the night together? Been with this fool all these years and this what? Boy, that's a cold feeling right there, boy. That first night. But that's the last time you're going to feel like that. Because after that first night, you made it through. That's it. Listen, you already made it. You already won. You just don't know it yet. You already won. Everything this person does for the rest of their life, they ain't, man, a narcissist, the devil cannot prosper. The devil cannot win. Y'all sitting back here worried about what they doing and what they gonna do and how they doing and why you going, I done did all this for you and you gonna run over there and take all this to that other person. And it don't even matter what all they took to the other person was a ugly problem. They took themselves over there. You are blessed and you don't even know it. We get so wrapped up in this competitive pettiness.
Yeah.
I know you ain't leave me for that ugly thing.
Yeah.
Really? We caught up in competition.
Yep.
Listen, y'all. Whatever it took to get that weak, trifling, raggedy, good for nothing, crut ball, soft, runny doo-doo out your life. Whatever it took to get that out of your life, you win.
Yeah.
You win. I don't care how bad it hurt. I promise y'all, I'd have had those days. That was one of the things that got me out of this too. I'm telling y'all, man, it ain't just one thing. It ain't just one angle. Okay. I remember saying to myself, man, I don't care how bad this hurt. I'm going through it. I'm standing in the fire. I'm sticking my hand and the rest of myself in this fire.
Yep.
I am standing in this fire because this is the last day that I'm gonna feel this pain.
Yeah.
This is it today. That's it. I'm standing in it. I ain't going back to that. That is the worst feeling I've ever had in my life. Being with a narcissist, pretending to be married to it is the worst feeling I ever had in my life. That is the worst feeling I ever had in my life. That is the worst I've ever treated myself. That is the worst I've ever allowed myself to be treated while I've been on this planet. That is the worst I have allowed myself to be treated, that I participated in my treatment. That is the absolute worst that it gets, and every day ever since, Every day ever since, man, I've been up. Every time I look at the scoreboard, it ain't but one. Look, y'all know how scoreboard has the home team and the visiting team on it.
Yes.
The scoreboard only got the home team on here now. It don't even got the visitor on there no more.
Right.
I'm telling you, you won. You already won. You just don't know it. We here to guide you into knowing that
Yeah.
you won. If you were dealing with somebody that is a manipulator, I know you be thinking, but they look so good though. To who? To who they look so good? Oh, to you, because you felt sorry for them.
Mm-hmm.
You listened to the lie, you felt sorry for them, and you said, oh, let me put this snake in my pocket. Give you some water, snake, and I'm gonna put you in my pocket and make you all better. And then we all mad when the snake bit you. And you pull the snake out. Hey man, I gave you some water, I gave you some food. I done nursed you back to health. You was out there about to die on the side of the road. Why you bite me? And the narcissist said, man, I'm a snake. What's wrong with you? I didn't have the energy to bite you at first. And if I bit you at first, then you wouldn't have took me and fed me and gave me no water. Okay. Trust the snake. When you see a snake, trust it. It's a snake. You can't train it to not bite you. And a lot of y'all snake tamers in here really believe I'm gonna tame this snake. I'm gonna turn this snake into a house pet, and I'm gonna let it stay around me and my family, my children, my little tiny dog. Guys, you already won. You already won. Somebody is with the narcissist, and I know y'all be thinking they probably somewhere out to dinner, chilling, having a good time, laughing, come home, make love all night. You a damn lie. You lying to yourself, man. That is not, listen. The narc's sex life, it literally goes down the tube the moment you stop caring.
And that's they
went right back to that same old dry cornflakes.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all what it is, man. They are the only time they even appear to be enjoying life is when they're trying to make you upset. Everything that they do, it's about making you feel that feeling of betrayal. That's it. That is the narc's life. Betrayal. Everybody before you, everybody around them, everything they've done in their life is directly related to betrayal. And and guys, you are proof. You are proof of that betrayal. You lived through it. You made it through it. Trust the process, man. Trust the process. You have examples right here in front of you of people that made it through the process. We all are in different stages, but everybody's in different stages. Once you get it, you got it. Stop looking back. Who was that? Lot and his wife.
That's why.
His wife kept looking back. He said, baby, don't keep looking back. You're gonna be salty if you keep looking back. And she was. She's a pillar of salt because she could not look and see what was out there for her. And that's most of us. We sit here and we are so blinded because we can't see we can't see what God got for you because you're so busy looking at what he didn't have for you. We so caught up in what we want and don't even know, man. God, man, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let us go tonight. I thought I knew what I wanted. Hell no, I didn't know what I want. I don't don't know what I want. I know what I see that I think I like. I know what I lust after. But what do I really need?
Right.
So I know God knows that. God knows what you need in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He knows what you need in your life to fulfill your life. God is the master at all of this. We're here trying to figure it out. And guys, man, all of when you figure it out, the way I figured some of it out was I started relying on my senses. It gotta make sense. I don't care how much I like it. I don't care how much I want it. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And does it make sense? And does it line up with everything in my life? It gotta make sense and it gotta line up. We sitting around here, you done bought a rat inside the house. You done bought a rat inside the house, and now you're mad because the rat keep on tearing everything in the house up. And you gotta keep rebuying different stuff because the rat is just, and you just like, what is wrong with this thing? It's a rat. You bought a rat in the house. It ain't used to being in the house, people treating it like it's something. No, a rat is used to being a rat, being nasty and destructive.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's their only purpose. Stop trying to save the world, man. You better find a way to save you.
Mm-hmm.
You owe you an apology for participating in that. You owe you an apology for participating in that mess, man. Guys, thank y'all for coming through, man. It has been incredible. It is incredible up in here.
Can I make a suggestion?
You might as well. You just said it. You done got your voice back tonight.
No, I want you to do something about the Judge Mathis situation, about him and his wife is in divorce court, because I heard she wanted the streets. And then I think that Shannon Sharp live was not an accident. So if you can look at
an accident. Shannon Sharp, he said ESPN, he told him, he's like, nah, it wasn't no accident. It was, hey, this what it was. I'm trying to get some views. And I think, Shannon Sharp, he got people around him know what they doing. They said, hey, man, you put this out there, bro. You gonna be the topic again. But see, that's what you got to do. He got that one big hit from that Cat Williams. That's what he about. He got about 100 million views on that now.
Wow.
Like, I mean, once you get one of them checks, life is different. And you looking for the next big hit. He need to just do a part 2 with Cat instead of these sex tapes or whatever. I'm like, bro, you turning into Dirty Red or one of them now. Judge Mathis, yeah, we gonna talk about that.
Yes, please.
She want to be for the streets and how old is she?
I don't know, but they was together 35 years, 32, 35.
And I heard him now, but see, this is the thing. Before I jump against either one of them, I want to know exactly what's going on. Is she really trying to be in the streets? Because she can't be. She can't. There's no way she trying to be in the streets, because they at least in their 70s. But if somebody a narc, they trying to be in her
70s. My grandma in her 90s. Hey, let you bring a guest over. My grandma gonna be like, hey, baby, come over here.
Let me say.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that, Keisha. Like
70 don't mean nothing, because you can't even tell a crackhead that they don't have it no more. So you're not gonna tell a narc that.
You know what though? Because he got some money, so she probably see herself that's in that same light. Like, I got money. Shoot, there's some young boys out here that want this.
Mm-hmm.
This money is their money. Like a narc is your money is their money, and they trying to figure out how to get it back from you. They calculate every homework, like 10 years, 20 years,
Oh,
whatever they
see,
get on that return,
y'all
they
see this?
calculate that. And so once they can break out and live that same lifestyle in the muddy waters, they gonna do it. They gonna go
Yeah,
for it
y'all see,
every time.
there's some people in here that done did the research.
Uh-huh.
Look,
But
Elaine B said, yeah, he had a baby outside the marriage. See, that's what I was saying. We be jumping out there. I jumped out there real fast on what's his name? That Tia Mowry and what was her husband's name?
Corey,
Corey. Man, I was like, man, she out here doing all this for this fool because she got that sweet demeanor and she's so well spoken and she's so
Yeah,
cute.
right.
And she is for the streets. I mean, she for the streets. I did a video. I was feeling some type of way, like, wow, I really went on this dude. And the whole time, because I ain't know the story the whole time. Now when the truth come out,
Yeah.
now we see, oh, she was trying to thought it out. And she said she had a dude lined up. Dude was promising her all of these things. And I'm sitting there like, for the life of me, I was really upset about that one because
Too.
I truly believed, no, not her. Those be the main ones every time, the one you would least expect. But that's why I say with Judge Mathis, he doing too much pandering. Talking about he busy, he out, and he this. Nah, I'm gonna fight for my wife and blah blah blah. No, he dirty. He dirty. Listen, y'all, when you treat somebody good and you really good to that person, you really good, and they come home to one day talking about I'm leaving you, you'll ask them why. Well hold it. What's going on? Why? Baby, all these years we got together. Why? Because you bored. And then it'll start to sink in. It'll start to sink in, and you be like, whoa. No. Because the second thing you go into is, well, what you got going on? You got something going on because you just want out today. So there you have it. Somebody in there dirty, and he doing a lot of pandering. He doing a lot of pandering. You know, you don't have to fight for somebody you treating good. Okay, when you treating them right, you know you doing the right thing. Yeah, and they come at you with something out of left field. You'll question it because you're not just throwing them away.
Right.
But it don't happen that way. Guys, we be thinking like somebody like this just something out the blue. Judge Mathis he get his wife just want to be back in the street, running the street. What street she want to be on? 75, 80 years old. What? Where? What, man, stop. He ain't trying to do nothing but go home late at night, get her a cup of hot cocoa and some Geritol. That's it. This dude, he popular. He got a show. He on TV. And y'all know how that is. No matter how old he get, he got money and he has influence. He got some young women around him somewhere that he getting at. He getting at them. And like they say, he got a baby, outside baby. Listen, you got a woman and you got an outside baby on her. You gonna do a whole lot of pandering. Hey, look, I'm fighting for my relationship. I ain't gonna tell y'all I got these outside kids. I ain't gonna tell y'all she done caught me with the neighbor and a couple of her girlfriends. I ain't gonna tell y'all all that. I'm just gonna tell I'm fighting for my life. I want my wife back, baby, please. Because who else gonna put up with that? Whether you got money or not, and especially if you have money and when you got money, you already established. Man, when you meet people, these people ain't come through nothing with you. They ain't built nothing with you. They don't care about how you got your money. Look, man, you dog me. Thank you. Pay me half your money.
Yeah.
Just like that. Pay me half your. That's the world we living in, right? Y'all already know now. It's straight cutthroat out here. Straight cutthroat. And don't nobody care about whatever they got to do to get what they want.
yeah.
He just feel like, hey man, you know, I'm popular, I'm this, I'm that. You know, he probably could have saved his marriage if he'd have just been straight up with his wife and just said, look, baby, I got a confession. All right. I got a confession. I'm older. I'm going through that phase. You know, I'm gonna get at a couple of these young girls. I'm gonna tell you straight up, baby. Don't leave. I don't want you to leave me. I don't want you to leave me. I'm trying to be honest. I'm telling you straight up because I don't want nothing coming out on the tabloids and you can do this, that, and that. But listen, I ain't gonna never disrespect you. I ain't gonna this, I ain't gonna that. And let her make the decision if she gonna stick with it or not. See, at the end of the day,
they say they're not honest. Like that requires honesty. They're not.
Saying you gotta be honest because eventually you're gonna get caught. And when you get caught, you're gonna get caught at a time where you need that person to stay in your life more than anything. You're gonna get caught at a time where it's the most inconvenient for you to be caught. So I'm just simply saying, you know, if you're gonna do it, be man, come on. You on TV. He talk like he big and bad on TV every single day. He in a judge, he in his courtroom. He talking to people with no respect. Go home and be that then. If you go, because I'm saying that's the thing. If you're gonna be that person 100%. Hey, baby, listen, this is what it is. I like other women. I'm sorry. Look, I know that I said I wanted to be, you know, I'm your husband. We've been married all this time. And it ain't just start right there. For her to divorce this dude at almost 80, he been doing this the whole time. And now the only reason she probably divorcing him is because it's just become too embarrassing.
Yeah.
You know, now he got to start paying child support for these outside kids and those outside kids. He a judge. So you have kids. How you gonna
that's a lot of money.
Get somebody for child support when you a judge and you done destroyed your own home the same way? Yeah, you get in front of this mic, boy. You listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that will get you is this microphone right here, man. This microphone will make a hypocrite out of you.
I'm telling you. And that's why I'm always transparent, because some shit will come back and bite you in the ass. And I don't want none of that.
Hey, look, that truth is gonna come out. And like my cousin told me one day, man, he said the truth is like sunlight. He was in the Nation of Islam. He said, man, the Honorable Muhammad said that the truth is like sunlight. Okay. It is powerful.
They like the deceit, the darkness.
Too bright for you to look directly at it. Yeah. So hey, y'all, we're gonna enjoy the rest of our weekend. I want y'all to get through this, man. I know y'all getting through this. Yes. There it is. We getting through this, and it feel good.
It's like China got healed all throughout the talk. She looked like well.
You sound the same no more, did you?
No, my throat still hurt. I gotta get through it for my people, you know.
There you go. It's all good. Well, hey, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming through, doing what you do. And hey, we just gonna keep on getting bigger and better. We're gonna start coming to People's City and doing this, man. Hey, everybody else is doing it. I said, man, I was trying to be in the front of this whole movement, and everybody else, man, and they get their team, but they got a solid team. You get a solid team, and you do it. We're gonna keep working on it, and we're gonna get there.
Okay.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Sure will.
I'm ready.
There you go.
It come out. If y'all want to get something together,
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. What y'all mean?
I'm working on something here now for us.
There you go. We're doing it. It's coming. We're gonna leave y'all just like we brought you in here with nothing but love, peace, and soul train, everybody.
Bye, guys.
See y'all next week. We're gonna keep on doing it.
Enjoy your weekend, guys.
Y'all enjoy your weekend, man. Enjoy this weekend. This all we got is the weekend. Yes, indeedy.